Hello. How are you? Joe Hart here. I'm just looking around for my script. I get off topic fairly easily, and I'm going to try to keep getting better and better at it. I know it's my stream. I know I can do whatever I want, which is good to be reminded by people. I appreciate that. But I would like to do it. So anyway, I'm Joe Hart. I'm from Vermont. I'm a person with disabilities, primarily invisible disabilities. I don't usually talk about my particular disabilities, but I think for crime sleuthing, they are an advantage. I'm OCD, so I'm probably a little more obsessive than compulsive, and I know that, you know, anyway, I get excited and people are like, who is this guy? But I'm not a bad person. I'm a pretty good person. So, but anyway, with the OCD, I can, I'm meticulous, I'm methodical, I can drill down, you know, so it's pretty nice. I always like to start, and I'm getting better at this, but I always want to start with the thoughts and prayers for the victims, families, loved ones, friends, the university community, the University of Idaho, and the city, Moscow, Idaho. Sorry, I'm perpetually tired because ever since, you know, I got involved with this, you know, I'm not sleeping like I should and not eating like I should. And that's, you know, I wasn't doing great before this event, but it kind of has thrown me off the chart. So I do apologize for like zoning in and out sometime. But so yeah, and then I just finished a Twitter stream, and let me see here. Hello and welcome. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to do. I have to figure out. I have to do my banner for one thing, and that's what I got for now. And then I go back to comments. And I'll probably type something here. Sorry about that. If I'm going to take a couple minutes here. So, okay. Say, hi. Welcome. Please comment. Let me know what platform you're on. Platform you're on. So I'll put that there. It's taking a while to post, and I'm just today I started on a different level of the StreamYard. I've gone to a paid level instead of the free level. And so now I can do up to 8 destinations. And so I'm doing 6 destinations. I'm doing Facebook profile, Facebook page, LinkedIn profile, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. So I will always be testing. I didn't put testing in the comment in the, you know, description, but, you know, I know I will always need to. So let's see here. So I will show that one. So Joe Hart in Invisible Disabilities Advocacy. Hi, welcome. Please comment and let me know what platform you're on. Thanks. So so yeah, I hope to you know, like I said, and by the way, also the other thing I want to do with my own introduction is I wanted to say hello to all the live viewers. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Feel free to comment or lurk or whatever you want to do. Please comment. I like comments, but you of course don't have to do it. And then of course, thank you to all the recorded viewers. So I really appreciate that. Sorry, I'm looking at my script. I think I'm up to my 7th StreamYard, so I'm still newer, but I'll be newer for 10 or 20 streams. And it takes me a while to learn things. So, and then thank you to the mods, and I'll probably increase that. And I'm new to crime sleuthing. This is my second case, and again, getting back to my and feel free to leave me a comment, or just let me know where you're coming from and all that kind of stuff. That would be great. But anyway, I think the last couple of weeks, I know I hit a wall, and I think a lot of people hit a wall, and we're just revved up and upset, and we wanted someone in custody, and we're oh, he's suspect, oh, he's suspect, oh, he's just suspect, which I guess that's what sleuthers do. But and then this doesn't really have anything to do with the LE saying you all have to stop accusing people, because you can be charged, and I believe that, but that usually doesn't discourage me from doing it. And I was guilty. I was doing it for sure. But about that time, or probably a couple of days before they announced that, I was already wanting to go in the direction of, getting away from allegedly and speculation and all that kind of stuff. And I wanted to, which, I mean, there's a great place for all of that. But I wanted to go toward, the three things that I wanted to focus on was, the three things I wanted to. Fred Cohen, hey, Joe, great to see you. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thanks for coming, Fred. I think it looks like you're from, I mean, I know who you are, and we exchange niceties, and whenever it's your birthday, I and you do too. We wish each other birthdays on all our platforms. So I know you from Facebook and LinkedIn, but I just today I started streaming. I went from the free program to the paid, and so I can send it to up to 8 destinations. So I'm doing 6 destinations. So I'm trying to find out where people are. But anyway, it looks like you're LinkedIn, so that's good. But yeah, I'm just talking about the Idaho homicides. It's in a day, in about a little more than a day, it's going to be 5 weeks. And when it was 2 weeks, they're like, oh, DNA will be back in 3 or so weeks. And then when it was 3 weeks, they're like, well, it might be 4 weeks or so. And so I think everybody was pretty impatient at first and really hard on the cops. But I think now is enough time to be putting pressure on them. But anyway, I don't know if you have, everybody, if all viewers have an opinion, or you have a theory, or you're just here to listen because you don't know much about the case. But I guess I guess it would be a good idea to start most videos with a summary. And because of my disabilities, I like to read everything. I don't like to guess. I don't like to paraphrase. I don't like to, but I'm going to do it right now anyway. But on the early morning hours of November 13th, Sunday, 4 college students were murdered with a knife. I think it's called a straight edge or a fixed blade. I think it was described as a fixed blade knife, and it's horrible. It was too sounds like they're sidestepping. Yeah, I mean it's it might be nice if you expounded a little bit about what you mean. But yeah, I think I think the police are. I think they had, I mean, I don't think Moscow Police Department has ever. They don't have the experience. They're a 25,000 person population, so they don't have the experience to it at all. But FBI hopefully does and will, and they're the big boys. I have followed all the press releases, and I need it printed up. I need a visual, and I need a hard copy. So I've been printing them up every day. And you could kind of tell when it was Moscow Police Department writing them, And then you could kind of tell when it graduated to FBI. They're much more punctual. They're much more precise with what they said, but it was guarded. But yeah, sounds like they're sidestepping. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I feel for the kids. I hope it will come to, a resolution. I hope they do. So Fred and everybody, I'm sure you all know that I've been live streaming for quite a while. I was mostly on Meerkat, then Periscope, and then mostly Twitter Live, which I just got off doing one a couple of minutes ago. But today and the last last week or so, I've been on StreamYard. That's what I don't know. Oh, it's not on my screen, but there's a green duck. I think it's a duck, but one of those kind of things. Just don't want to give out that information now. Yeah. Oh yeah. They don't. And I can understand, like I was saying earlier, I think it's okay for cops to lie. I think it is okay for cops to lie. And cops don't owe us anything at all. Cops don't owe us anything at all. Now, the only exception, or I guess there's now a couple of exceptions, but I used to say there was only one exception: the safety of the students. They made a big misstep at the beginning where they said, oh, there's no imminent danger or something. I forget the exact quote, but they're essentially saying it was targeted, so the guy's done and he's not looking for anybody else. It's like, oh, why do you say that? Just say it might be. And I know there's a lot of politics going on, and I think the school is concerned about affecting, enrollment, next year or this year or whenever it is. And so I apologize. Like I said, everything has taken a back seat because of this case. Sleep has taken a back seat. And Fred, by the way, I don't know if I can do this for LinkedIn, and I'm just learning this stuff, but for YouTube, which is kind of the most resident platform for this StreamYard, I guess I never did mention the green duck's name, but it's not an app, but it's like a website, and it's called StreamYard, and it's kind of a I don't know how to describe it, like a backdoor to all the platforms. And YouTube is the most common and the most resident and stuff. So with YouTube people, I know I can invite them in. So like half the screen becomes then. And, I always show my face, but there are a ton of streamers that, they'll get 10 people up in this window and none of them show their face. They can show their profile pic or their profile design, like a flower or whatever. But so anyway, I don't know if you wanted to try that. Again, I normally have been earlier today. I did a lot of testing about the 6 destinations, and then a couple of people are like, you're doing great, Joe, but you might want to put the hashtag Idaho 4 when you talk about Idaho, and put the hashtag test if you're doing test. And I'm like, I'm all over the place. I do both. But anyway, let's see here. So there's I have no idea if LinkedIn can do it. I think I have a chart of what each plan does, but I can send the link and we can try, because like I said, I'm trying to sorry, I bet my papers are really loud. Now I can't find it. I just had it, but anyway, okay. So let's see here. I'll if you don't mind, Fred, I'm gonna I can tag your comment is up here, Fred. It says, hey, hi Joe, great to see you. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Likewise to you, Fred. I appreciate that. That's very nice. I'm kind of a bah humbug kind of thing, anyway, just because not the greatest childhood, and just kind of stuff. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. So anyway, I think because information is getting slower and slower and slower, a lot of these online, crime, true crime sleuths, it's approaching 5 weeks. So they have to start dissecting everybody a lot and then keep dissecting the same people over and over and over. And I'm like, golly, let's know. So what I'm going to intend to, like, over the next couple weeks or days or whatever, I hope to focus on 3 things. I hope to focus on, and these are not in any particular order, but I hope to focus on the 3 press conferences. I personally think we're not going to get any more until they're announcing a person in custody. So there's 3 of them. Please elaborate. I will. With my, by the way, I was trying to test earlier how long the latency is. And I do believe, like, I have 6 destinations, and each destination says, oh, this adds 10 seconds delay. So I think that means I have up to a 60-second delay. I hope that's not true. But anyway, even with my disabilities, I usually need context. So please elaborate. I think, yeah. Okay. So the 3 things, and feel free to say, no, I meant, you were talking about this a minute ago, if there is a 60-second delay, like earlier today, I was like, okay, if y'all can do me a favor, put a 1 in the, pre-type a comment, and, it can just be the number 1 or whatever. And then when I say 3, 2, 1, go, then you hit. And then I start counting 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. And then I see what the delay is. But it was a little inconsistent. It was snowing. And so anyway, so on the well, I'm really good at getting off topic and being on tangents. I've been suggested to, I've been suggested to try to stay on topic. But okay. I'm the youngest of 9. We were Irish Catholic. We weren't poor. I think we're described as middle class. We had a lot of mental illness in my family. By the time I was 5 years old, my father wrote a 51-page to his 9 kids. He wrote a 51-page letter to his kids describing, and this is, I have 9 kids, and we probably all perceive this letter differently. So the way I describe the letter, he wrote a 51-page letter to all 9 kids telling us why our mother, our brother, and our sister were all misdiagnosed schizophrenic. And 51-page. So, they started with their grandparents in Ireland. And, so anyway, I had a lot of mental illness around me. I was just a little skittish. My birthday is December 11th. So everybody's like, oh, I bet you didn't get anything for Christmas, or, vice versa. Being youngest of 9, never got a new toy. So what? Poor me, poor me, poor me. Although I still think I'm a victim a bit. But, so, my birthday and Christmas was too close. I never got a new toy. I usually got a broken toy. I got, hand-me-down clothes, which clothes is, I think it's okay. It might be just a little worn in, but anyway, I had 5 older sisters. So sometimes the clothes were female, which is, I'm not opposed to that. But yeah, a lot of deaths in my family. I got close to people, and then I did not. And I got married, and that didn't work out. And we have a child. I am very sad that and I don't try to do this, but I'm not always successful. But I would prefer not having my daughter experience the same thing. I want to break the chain. I want to break the chain, but I can't suddenly become, oh, I'm Tiny Tim or whoever, I'm not, I can't break the chain phenomenally, but I do try to say, well, let's focus on my child and ex-wife. I still sell, she's remarried, so we don't do it as much, but we still like each other, and we celebrate and stuff. But so anyway, it's I went to treatment, and I burnt a lot of bridges, so I'm really estranged from my family. I have one child. They have a bunch of children. So anyway, I'm just, I'm not the most grateful person. And, a lot of my philosophy in life I got from AA. I got it from the 12-step program. I got it from being sober, going to treatment and stuff. But I know gratitude and grateful is a really big part of life, and that's usually how you get onto the better side of life. So I'm not normally a grateful person, but doing service usually gets me out of myself. So usually at Christmas and Thanksgiving, I try to go to a soup kitchen, and I'm not a superb person. I'm doing it selfishly. It's to get me out of my funk. So, but I tend to go to a soup kitchen. I usually don't have, and I don't care. It's been so distant from my life. It's been so distant from my life. So I don't care that I, don't spend Christmas with anybody, and again, my ex is, she invited me to Thanksgiving, and it was my ex, her new husband of several years, and her sister and me. So it's kind of intimate. And I'm like, wow. And she wants to invite me. That is really nice. And our child is an adult, and our child wasn't there. She was in Hawaii. So, there was a good reason she wasn't there. But, so anyway, that's probably enough for that. That helps a little bit, but yeah, I'm just, pretty, I think that is very smart to do which is break the chain. Enjoy your child. Yeah. I have one bio child, but I was a therapeutic foster parent, which again, probably changed my outlook to the negative about life. But I was a therapeutic foster child. I only worked with teenage boys, one at a time. I worked with about 8 or 10 or 12 of them. Generally, the boys were coming from kiddie jail to my apartment, or from my apartment to kiddie jail. Generally, that's what they were doing. And so we were connected at the hip. So it was pretty intense. So it was really intense. Hey, Amy, bro. Hey, Santa Joe. So Amy says, hey, Santa Joe. And Amy, I can't see your blue wrench, but I'm sure you've got a blue wrench. Amy, bro, is a new mod. Thank you very much for being a mod, Amy. I really appreciate that. Low expectations. You just do what you want. You can share your links. You can share other links. You can do whatever you want. You can, I think last night you wanted to be the first one to the next troll. And you're welcome to do that. I'm usually not a bit, trolls don't usually bother me too much. I usually confront, say this is, it's not okay, but I confront. They want me to get angry and get upset and stuff, or generally. So you keep watch on that door. Keep the trolls out. You get those buttons ready, Amy. So, okay. So, anyway, partially because there's very little information coming out. It's 5 weeks. We've ragged on the law enforcement. We have accused every single player of being the killer. Amy, bro, how are you? I'm doing okay. I'm tired, but I'm perpetually tired. I did a 3+ hour stream on StreamYard earlier today on 6 destinations, which was really fun, but I listed that as a test. I didn't list this one as a test, so I'm trying to stay on topic. And then I did a Twitter live, and by the way, I don't see anybody here from earlier today, but I want to make sure I mention the people, and I wanted to get the numbers here. Let me check here. Anyway, my stream tends to be intimate, and sorry, I just got here. You fostered teen boys? Yes, I did. And it was cool while it lasted, but yeah, it was cool while it was a niche, and 80% of foster parents want a brand new baby, and 80% of the foster kids available are teenage boys or teenagers. So it's, and it was a beautiful niche for me. And I don't mean to sound cold about it, but it worked. I was good at defining boundaries. I didn't get upset. They would, I got a lot of respite, so I could take breaks to see my daughter. And when someone else is taking care of them, they display their junk and they do things in front of people. And so I don't blame them. They have a hard, so Fred, Joe, I'm going to have to run, but I do wish you a very, very, very Merry Christmas. God bless you. Thank you, Fred. I am so happy you're here. And, it's great to see you. I don't want to sound too selfish, but earlier stream, I did not get one person outside of YouTube. So you are the first official person to come that's not from YouTube. So thank you. And best wishes with you. And I know you share about your family, but I don't, I think you have, I don't really remember your exact family makeup, but it sounds like it's very loving and wonderful. And so, Merry Christmas and all that stuff. So thank you, Fred. I appreciate that. So so I was testing today, and it was a small, intimate group, and a couple of people are like, "Oh, why don't you get into the?" And I was mostly testing, so I didn't really have a panel. But they're like, "Hey, why don't how about this person go up to the panel, and how about this?" Amy, bro, bless your heart. I don't know your story exactly. Yeah, not many people know. I don't usually share too much, and I think for T Rev. Oh, you're welcome, Fred. Thank you. Fred, you're like one of the original. I think we know each other on Twitter. I think we know each other on every platform, but you were just one of the first everywhere. And I was like, man, this Fred is so nice and he's genuine. He's, anyway, so thank you so much. But yeah, Amy, I think with T-Rev, for me, I was hyper stimulated. There's way too much going on. We were interrupting each other and there was 1,000 comments, so I couldn't follow. So I was just like trying to survive. And you could probably tell that when I would hit the boiling point, we do. That's cool. That's cool. Follow each other on every platform. Is that what you mean? I usually need context, especially with the delay. But thank you, Fred. And I know you said you're going to go. Please go. I don't want you to stay too long, but stay as long as you want. But yeah, I think with T-Rev, I was just hyper stimulated. Way too many comments. I don't like to miss any comment, and I missed 3/4 of them until I kind of figured out how to do it. And then the next night I'd forget how to, I couldn't do it and stuff. But and I think there's so many opportunities that I tended, I don't know what it's called. I think it's Murphy's Law or the rules of the rules. When you have a meeting, there's a certain set of rules that you have to do. Not Murphy, but I can't think Robert's rules. And so the Robert's rules, the way it works is y'all talk about stuff, and then you generally get people's ideas of their opinion, and then the minority can talk. The minority can give their perspective before everybody votes. Not the majority. The majority's already talked mostly. So it's so anyway, it seemed like often T-Rev and IceMic, would have slightly different perceptions than I would. So I think there's a lot of opportunity for me to go, is it okay if I, and he's like, yes, you don't stop asking and don't apologize and just, shout it out. And so, we're at a different point. I'm streaming a lot more. And, I think, anyway, I think we're at a different point and stuff now, which is fine. He came into the stream last night and, I just love what he's doing. And I would not be here now if it was not for T-Rev. I mean, there's no way I would have thought about this. There's so many people I want to honor, Brittany J and Joe, Dave travels in time. And, those are the three key. Dave travels in time, T-Rev, and allegedly with Brittany J. I owe a lot to them. I would not be sitting here without them, for sure. Absolutely, for sure. So I think it's great. But anyway, that's probably, And I'll probably talk about myself a lot. Now, I did get some feedback about, hey, Joe, if you put a hashtag, just, talk about your hashtag. If you put testing, then it's okay to just mostly talk about testing. But if you put Idaho 4, try to, and I'm like, wow, it's just me. That's who I am. And they weren't critiquing. I asked for their feedback about something else, but they offered that as feedback too. So, I think it's a great idea and it's something I got to keep in mind. But, so yeah, I'll definitely do that. But anyway, I think my ultimate goal for, I never did give that. Okay. So earlier today and every time I have a stream, there's always someone that's like, oh, I don't know if I want to do the panel and I'm too shy and I don't know what to do and stuff. We're like, you can do it. This is small. It's good to start with a small crew and all that stuff. And you can get a lot of support and stuff. And, a couple of people are like, yeah, I'll do it. So anyway, today I did 6 destinations, which are platforms. So I do a Facebook profile, Facebook page, LinkedIn profile, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. I do those 6. So when I stream here, it's streaming on those 6 at the same time. They're all slightly different, but they're going at the same time. And so it was the first time I've streamed to more than one destination, and it's always been YouTube. I'm like, I'm not going to try one of those by themselves. I need to do YouTube and them. So anyway, I did it and I was like, I didn't get any comments. I don't know what's going on. So once I logged off, I went to look for all those, I had assumed that there was a notification or an announcement that I'm going live. And so there'd be that one and then the actual live and stuff. So I went to look, and on Twitter, which is where I have the most followers on Twitter and I'm the most established. It's fragmented. It's Invisible Disabilities, media, motorsports, politics, it's fragmented, but I'm pretty established. Anyway, and again, I don't want to guess. Let me see here. As of right now, I have, no, that's not it. I think I'm pulling up the wrong one. What happened to my thing? Okay, so anyway, it was huge. And now I'm going to find something. 7th, Idaho 4, 15 of nations. Unraveling. Going live soon. 6 destinations. Okay, so here it is. It's not coming up now. Hello. That's my voice. But anyway, I just wanted to make sure. I don't want anybody to come up. Anyway, I have it written down somewhere. I'm not finding it, but I had 363 live viewers and 77 replay viewers. So that was 363. Got to just do what sir. Talk about those lost teams and your knowledge instead of worrying about everything else. Yeah, it was pretty fascinating. It did get challenging. It did get challenging, and I did it for several years and several boys, and I do hesitate talking about it because I probably would sound rather cold. It was calculated. These were boys that had a horrible upbringing, and the historic Wolf. Hey, Santa Joe, hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Earlier today, I did a test of 6 destinations, and this one's 6 destinations, but I'm trying to focus just on Idaho murders, but I'm all over the place as usual. So, the way I described toward the end of when I stopped, and, I had a 2-year-old daughter at the time, and, I don't really care about what would happen to me if one of the boys would suddenly do breathe. I want to know. I'm supposed to stay on topic. But okay. So you know, it's anyway, I didn't mind if one of the boys or multiple boys, you know, had issue, you know, they had a horrible upbringing and they were acting out. So I didn't mind if they would happen to do inappropriate sexual actions in front of me. You know, I was there to help. And so I would help, you know, not get excited, don't react to it, just come up with natural consequences and let them choose what to do and stuff. But I had a very young daughter, so that was not an option. That was not an option for her to see that stuff. So so that's why I took really intense boys, because the more intense boys you take, the more respite you get. So my significant other, my wife and I were separated, divorced by then, and we were both doing she was doing something similar to foster parenting, but and we just informally said she can have the child during the 5-day week during school kind of stuff, and I get her on the weekend. But in reality, the weekend is far more hours than 5 weekdays, because they're going to school, they're going to friends' house, and they're doing sports, and or, you know, not sport, you know, she was younger, but anyway, weekends are pretty cool. So so I got these, I guess, weekends off to spend special time with my kid, which was so wonderful. The other reason I hesitate, Amy, because I'm pretty forthcoming with myself, but I get a little nervous about talking about everybody, other people, because it's an open internet. You know, anybody can watch. You know, we can get doxxed, or, you know, again, I'm not too concerned about myself. But anyway, as I did this for several years, it ended up I started, and this is not good, but I started sleeping with a baseball bat. It merited it. There was some aggressive behavior, some violence, some unpredictability, and, you know, it merited it. But you know, it just, you know, I did that for a while, and I said, man, I need to stop doing this. So I, you know, full disclosure, I let them know, and they're like, I think you are right. I think you are right, Joe. I think it's time to move on. And so it was intense, and you know, people are like, was that a job, or what are you talking about? And, you know, so I know a lot of people get upset about that stuff, but it was different. I do think I broke. I do think I broke. I think my mental health, maybe, or my psychological health, or my, you know, emotional health, something broke by doing that. It was really intense, and I was really good. And I didn't think, you know, I was pretty, you know, I think natural consequences, I don't know what they call it now, and I'm sure they have different methods, but that's what I liked. You know, instead of me imposing, you know, you're going to get screwed. By the way, I'm going to esoteric. I don't know if you didn't mind if I put your comment up there. And I'm going to try to go through the comments. So, okay, let's start at the beginning, and that's StreamYard telling us what to do. And when I write one comment, I get 3 things. So this is one of 3. I only wrote one comment, and that's number 2, and that's number 3. I wrote it once, and I got it 3 times. So that's kind of cool. 3 of the 6 write it to themselves. And then Fred, thank you. And Fred, thank you. He's gone. And Fred, thank you. And Fred, thank you. And let's move up. And Fred, thank you. And Fred, thank you. And Amy, hey, Santa Joe, how are you? Says Amy. And Amy, sorry, I just got here. You fostered teen boys. I did. Are you part of that? Do you foster kids? And again, don't divulge too much information. It is the open internet. Everybody, but yeah, I don't know if you've adopted kids or fostered kids, or you're just in all. So Fred, and then Amy, bro, bless your heart. I don't know your story exactly. Well, cool. And Fred, thank you. And then let's get down to the bottom here. Amy bro says, gotta do what you know, sir. Talk about these lost teens and your knowledge instead of worrying about everything else. Yeah, I worry just so much. And Esoteric, I'm sorry, I'll have to say your name multiple times. Probably each time you come in here, I'll again forget how I pronounced it. But Esoteric. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't even know what that means, but I've heard of it, and I could probably use it in a sentence correctly, but I don't really know what it means. So Esoteric Wolf, hey Santa Joe, hope you're doing well. Well, thank you. And Amy Bro said welcome, and Amy Bro says breathe. I want to know. Yes, I forget to breathe. And Amy Bro says how many? I assume you're talking about the boys. I probably answered it after you typed that, but I worked with, and that's the words I use. I know that can sound very cold, but I call it work. So I worked with teenage boys. Like I said, 80% of foster parents want a brand new baby, and those don't exist. And 80% of the people available are teenage boys, or at least girls too. So that's a horrible. So I did teenage boys. They were all one at a time. I would say maybe 8 or 9 or 10 of them. But again, they all went for. Thank you, Amy. Sorry, I looked away for a second. That's okay, and thank you for being here. So like I said, most of the boys, not all of them, but most of the boys went from kiddie jail to my house, or from my house to kiddie jail. That's kind of the population I worked with. It was a niche. I was really good at it. I stayed calm. I stayed relaxed. I offered natural consequences. I let them to decide what would happen. It was natural consequences. So I'm pretty distant from it. It's been quite a while. A lot of stuff has happened, with that and stuff. But so anyway, when I do start, is there anything I can do? Esoteric Wolf. Also going back just to get caught up on what we are talking about, if that's okay. Also going back just to get caught up. Oh, you're going back on the comments? Yeah, I'm kind of all over the place as usual, but I have gotten feedback from, people I know, and, I don't know how you know people online, but people that I know as much as I can online, I asked for some feedback for this, and then they gave me feedback about other things, which is okay. And I knew it, but, they're like, you really need to, when you put a hashtag, talk about that. And when you put a different hashtag, talk about that. And I'm like, that's why I put 12 hashtags, so I can talk about it a lot. And I know it's my stream. I can do whatever I want. But I'm sure I've said this the last 5 or 10 streams in the last, 4 or 5 days. But I really want to get back to the basics. The LE are not releasing hardly any information. And then we critique them. Either they did it wrong, or it was too soon, or too quick, or too late, or we don't believe them, or they did it wrong. Whatever. There's so much critiquing, and I was guilty. I did it plenty of this, but I shouted out names, and we accused everybody, and I call it accused. I know they're like, no, it says alleged, and all that stuff, and I can see both sides of that. I mean, I guess if you put alleged, then okay, then you can say whatever you want. But I mean, those people are real people, and I think there's only one party. I don't think it's multiple parties, but people think that, and I think it's a single younger male that's white. His race doesn't really even matter, but I think it's only one. So if we're gonna dox, I know that's not really the right word, but if we're going to dox, every person involved, and we think they're all suspicious, and he'll answer what we don't know. I would rather you stay here and we ask questions. I would rather you stay here. I think you probably mean stay. I would rather you stay here and we ask questions. Yeah, I would like you to, I would love to address questions. Again, I'm not an expert. I don't have a degree. I'm just, I'm a disabled OCD person that knows how to drill down. I know how to do research. I'm pretty good at it. I think everybody thinks they're a good researcher, but I'm pretty good at it. So he'll answer what we don't know. Yeah, I would love to do comments. And I would probably, instead of putting pressure on, like staring, like, when's the next question coming? I don't want to do that. I don't want to put pressure on people. So that's probably why I would talk about everything else, like the format of the meeting. And shortly, I hope the format, I'll go back after. Okay, esoteric. So I don't know if you were talking about scrolling on the comments or if you're going to watch the video, but play 1.5. I think you're asking me to play a video and then play it at 1.5 speed. I have yet to adjust the video. I know I've played 2 videos. I was not comfortable with it, but I have to get more comfortable. And I've never adjusted the speed. So the video. So I sometimes, as far as me needing context, just to, and I give this example a lot, and this is really sincere, but the way I need context a lot with comments. And just for example, if I came up with a question and if I said, what do you all think of the white, Hyundai Elantra? And then you all start answering within 10 seconds, I might read it and go, what did I ask? And that's pretty extreme, but so anyway, I'm not sure what video you're talking about. I do want to, I will share this. No, I keep forgetting. I always want to go to the, sorry, I disappeared on my, thank you. You're welcome. I don't know if you're talking to me, but I think so. So I don't see me on the screen. You probably still see me. And I'm going to do, where was I? Yeah, that was, what's it called? YouTube. So I'm going to go to YouTube and I mistakenly closed it. So I'm going back to it. Moscow Police PIO. And okay, so that's up. So now I can see me and I can probably see you. So Santa Joe, what are your thoughts changed on who you think did this? Oh, so Santa Joe, has your thoughts changed on who you think did this? I would say they have evolved. I generally lean more toward profiling instead of names. And I've been guilty. I've gotten into the Jack S and the Jack D and the Jack K and Jake S and, Jeremy. And, I've gotten involved with all of them. I tend to make really rash decisions. And Jeremy's quirky. He's different. He's awkward. He's, he wants to be, Amy, you're also from T's channel. I think she is. She might be from B's channel. Sorry, Amy, I kind of forget. It's not, now that I'm more distant from them, I'm not sure where I met things. So yeah, she might be from B's channel. The first day, Green Heart and Fire, I think, and Arm, I'm not sure. But thank you, Amy, bro. The first day I got involved, for some reason, I thought of Jake S., Maddie's current boyfriend up until she passed away. Sorry for bringing up other channels, Joe. That's fine. I think I'm going to generally be okay with other channels mentioned, probably not for a paragraph or 2 or 3, but if anybody ever came into the channel that streams, I would love it if, someday when I have 15 people in the room, I would love it if everybody says, hey, Brittany, I love your stream. Thank you very much. And, I don't think that's, hijacking the stream. I think that's fine so yeah, I don't think I'm going to care about that much. I probably don't want dissing. I probably, I don't like bullying and and you didn't do this. I'm just thinking of it. But yeah, I probably don't want dissing. And it's easy, if I ever grow as big as Brittany, I could have, golly, you're going to have all sorts of comments. And if I mention someone, then they're open for discussion, and people can say, oh, I think he's a jerk, or he's an asshole, or, so I don't think I want dissing. I am waiting to mention quite a few channels because I want their permission, and I'm strange like that, or I need to get caught up on these new people like Barry and the other one. Yeah, Dave Loach and Barry Ochia, or I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think that's kind of when I kind of shut down. Like, I guess I don't have it in me to suspect everybody and tear them down, and people are just like shredding them and go, oh, by the way, we're alleging, and we're speculating, and we're not accusing anybody of anything. So I kind of shut down for that, and plus, I mean, most of that stuff I think either came from 4chan or Reddit, which you can glean some information from them, but I'm a numbers guy. So I think of 4chan, and it's just 4chan. I have limited experience. I probably have been on it for 5-6 hours. I think I've been on it for 5-6. So esoteric, understandable, Joe. Yeah, thank you. Thanks. But yeah, I think I forget what I was saying. But that happens all the time. So I'm sure I was talking about something. I'll figure it out. But I say but a lot too. I'm going to try to not say that so much. But I think of, with my limited experience with 4chan, probably 5-6 hours over 5-6 years or something like that. Not very much. And I'm a numbers guy. So for me personally, I say 4chan is about less than 10% correct. And we all have to discern and disseminate and pull out what applies. But let's just say everybody agrees and says, yes, 4chan is 10% right. I always have brain farts. Hello, don't worry. Yeah, thanks. So yeah, I mean, even if we all agree and say 10% of it's right, we won't have the same 10%. So we always have to disseminate. Now, I think for Reddit, which, I have more experience, so, let's say 120 hours over 3 years, which most of it in the last 4 weeks. So I check that once or twice or 3 times a day, and I try to, but I think I'm discerning. I think I can read through the BS. So anyway, I think Loach and Barry was mostly, if not only, discovered through those two, discovered through 4chan and what's the other, Reddit. And so I think again it's in a day, a little more than a day, we're going to hit 5 weeks. And we were impatient at first, but I think it's getting close to the time to sorry, getting used to this new phone. Oh, neat, you got a new phone. Is it an iPhone? Is it an Android? That's cool. Congratulations. So yeah, but they always take getting used to and stuff. So anyway, I think the argument about the DSL, I think is what he's called. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, Aaron Dom, not much. I generally like to stay on topic, and so I'm disabled, so I'm a little all over the place. I apologize. Your Twitch. Oh, thank you for being here. Earlier today was the first time that I have ever used more than one destination. I upgraded to a very expensive plan, and so I'm sending this to 6 destinations. My previous stream, which lasted for 3 hours, I got 0 people from Facebook profile, Facebook page, LinkedIn profile, Twitch, and Twitter. And so thank you, Arian Dom. I now see a Twitch. I don't use Twitch very much. I have 0 followers. But yeah, we're mostly talking about the Idaho murders, homicides. And so I don't know if you follow it and such, but we're just doing questions and answers and things like that. Esoteric, a fold phone. Now, one of those phones have a great commercial where, like, now you can fold it. I don't know what it is. She gets obsessed and everybody's, it's a cute commercial, but I don't know the brand. She has a smile. So, you're from America. Wow. How late is it there? It is 10:55 p.m. Where are you? If you're in Europe, that would be about 5 or 6 hours ahead of me. So that'd be, almost, that's so late. It's almost morning, but yeah, I follow motorsports all over the world. So yeah, I mean, Asia can be, 10, 12, 14 hours ahead. So that'd be definitely, so yeah. What time is it where you're at? By the way, I'm not a gamer. Twitch, I set up an account. I might have done one video, but I don't think I've done any video. Wow, I am from Indian, mate. It's 9:30 a.m. here. All right. Well, welcome. It's good to see you. I don't know. Are you following from India? It's probably, you probably have plenty of things to think about over there since you have so many people and such, but I don't know if you follow this case and stuff. I need to know more about Loach and Barry. Just heard their names come up. Well, I think you can, I don't know what kind of devices, as esoteric. I don't know if you have, 2 laptops and a desktop and 3 devices and stuff, but if you have a desktop or laptop or really any of them, but you could research, you could type in David Loach and it will give you, I'm certain, I haven't done it, but I'm sure you would get that 4chan, redacted, it'll have it. And I wouldn't say it's short. There's probably multiple postings about them, but I think the first original one was about, 5 or 6 paragraphs put together. Some of them were longer paragraphs, but if you read it, the redacting certainly slows you down because you got to, if you're reading it, you got to put some word into that. So you're like, person's name, or, you got to guess what the redacting is. But it's harsh. It's harsh to say the least. They talk really, really harshly about Kaylee, especially. They give her a nickname that is not okay. And it says, "You fools, you're looking at Kaylee," which I think a lot of people have mentioned all 4 people individually, and all 4, I think all 4 were the target. So there's people that mention all 4 of the target. But this post is saying, "You fools, you think it's Kelly? It's not." And then he called her the horrible name. And it's these guys. And he said it's the other 3, that's a little extreme, but it is it's mostly degrading to Kaylee, but he's not nice. Dave Loach has a nickname, and I don't know if his middle name really is S. I think his nickname is DSL, but it's like, anyway, you could probably do DSL Loach and the reading will probably come up. But I've heard people say, I think there's sensitive people everywhere, and I'm a sensitive person, but I usually go, well, I'm going to read whatever comes to but I have heard people sincerely say, I avoid 4chan because I don't want to see something that I can't unsee. And I'm sure there's people that think the same thing about Reddit. They don't want to see something that they can't unsee. I would say this is, just for me. And again, I was a foster parent, and, if my boys, I had one at a time, but, and they were challenging cases, all of them. And so if one of them, started doing some inappropriate sexual act in front of me, I didn't get upset. I just wanted to redirect them and give them natural consequences and let them decide. And, if I got excited, then they got what they wanted. So, anyway, so I'm ultra sensitive, but I don't get, upset really, or I don't know how to explain it. But if I were to grade the Loach and Barry post on a scale of 1 to 10 of, oh my God, I wish I could unsee that. My memory, I read something and 2 hours later, I forget what I read. But if I put it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably put it at an 8 or 8.5 of, boy, that's something you do not want to see because you can't unsee it. I mean, it's, but again, it depends what what everybody's level of that is. But I have heard people say, I'm not going to. Also, going back just to get caught up on what we are talking about, if that's okay, you feel free to do whatever you want. And then, so yeah, let me start showing some of these. Sorry, I'm distracting you. No problem at all. I need to know more about Loach and Barry. Just heard their names come up. And then Aaron Dam. I'm not so sure how to say your name, and you might be gone by now, but Aaron Dam. Oh, you're from America. Wow, how late is it there? Yes, 11:01 p.m. right now. Esoteric Wolf. Wow, it's 5:55 here in Hawaii. Really? My child just went to Hawaii for the first time ever for Thanksgiving. She went for 2 weeks. So yeah, so Aaron Dam. Wow, I am from India, mate. Mate, are you from the UK? I guess a lot of people say mate. Wow, I am from India, mate. It's 9:30 a.m. here. And Esoteric. Will do, Joe. I'll hop on my PC. Yeah, I mean, you could just do a quick search and you'd get it. I wouldn't. I mean, I have shared videos. Like I will have challenges with multitasking. And I know if I'm going to stream, I'm going to have to multitask. So I will have to have people on the panel that can kind of take over while I go search for what I have. And I know I'm supposed to set up tabs in advance, but I don't understand trademarks. I'll be like, I just want to show this. And I'm like, no, I can't show that because, so, Hawaii, which island? I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that. Oahu. I've heard people say it. And Amy, Kaylee. Yeah, I don't know if that means you've already found it, but yeah, they use a very, I think, I guess, people, most people seem to be okay with the B word, the biatch word, and which I don't agree with. I like to call everybody by their name. And that's why I try to pronounce your all's name. And that's why I get hung up on it. I say it 10 times and I still forget. But anyway, it seems like most people aren't upset about the biatch word. And there's other words that they're not too concerned about. But it seems like most people are offended by the C word. Most people are like, man, they are out of my life, or those fighting words, and so, I would kind of put it at the level of C word. And I know they wrote it to get reactions. They were not going to say K, the letter K. They weren't going to say K, and they weren't going to say Kaylee. They were going to write really but anyway, if you say, Kaylee, does that mean you've read it, that you've seen it? Esoteric. Yes, there's also something going around with Maddie being a bully. I was talking about that early. I have my opinion about things like that. I think it's not very wise for a male to be saying things like that. And you're misinterpreted. I see so many streamers that say, I think Jackass did it and he's guilty. And, oh yeah, I'm just speculating, but I think he's, and people are like, you just accused him of being a killer. And they'd be like, I did not do that. So, I usually try to stand by what I say, but, yeah, I mean, again, I don't know if you've seen their TikTok streams. I've seen all 4 of their TikTok streams, especially the girls. Kaylee is the most popular. She has, or, by numbers for TikTok, she has over 1 million views, which the first time I checked her, she had over 1 million views, and then it went down to 700,000. So I don't know what happened, but now it's back over 1 million views. So she has over 1 million views, over 40,000 followers. And again, before this, as soon as it happened, if you checked, you'd get a real number. If you check 4 days later, it's fake numbers because everybody's starting to follow her. So, anyway, they have a video. It's the hashtag is mean girls. That's the hashtag to it. Now, I think they're joking or they're tongue in cheek, but I don't like I don't like jokes. Oh, I was just joking. Can you take a joke? I don't like those kind of jokes because I don't think they're jokes. So, and I think I've seen the movie several times and I love it. And I love, Lindsay Lohan or whatever her name is. I love her, even though, she has troubles with drugs and all that stuff. Yeah, I support her and I want her to get better. And I think she is better these days, but, yeah, I just love her. And so I watch most of her movies and, so I've seen the movie a couple of times, but I don't remember everything, but I think they did a bit of the movie. So, it could just be acting. That's all. But, they did the hashtag. They did hashtag Mean Girls. They did a bit of the movie. So, but I don't necessarily would call it bullying or Mean Girls. I would probably more call it, and again, I don't want to victim shame at all. I think everybody's entitled to do whatever they want. And, it's others that tolerate their behavior. So they're just doing a behavioral and then people tolerate it. Boyfriends and stuff. They've got, well, she's not super nice, but she's super hot. So I'm going to tolerate it, So, you never know. But, and I preface and then I forget. But, something about Maddie. Anyway, I would describe it more. Sorry, that was probably super loud in the. I've been watching some of my streams to try to figure out how I can do better. And some of my ticks, they're not ticks, but I will touch paper and pens and it's rather loud. So I apologize for that. But I would describe it more as a clique. And I would include Ethan in the clique. I would say all four of them were in a clique. And so, I think the person that did it, and I have 8 to 9 theories. I'm trying to get away from, Jack S, Jack D, Jack K, Jake S, Jeremy. Enon's just a flippin' idiot. And he just wants his moment of, he wants to be paid for his, his autographs. But I personally think, and again, I'll flip-flop, I'm sure, but I personally think the perpetrator is a person, and I'm extreme, but I think it's a person that no one in the entire world has ever mentioned or discussed. No one has ever mentioned them. So, and I don't know if I could profile who that would be, but one good option is, I think, what, I think it is too bad when you hear people go, oh, those 2 girls, they usually talk about the 2 girls. They said those 2 girls were so beautiful. That's so sad that they died, as if it was related to people that are not as good looking. It's not as much of a loss. And I know that they don't mean that, but it sounds really bad in my eyes. But I keep touching that and it gets loud. So Amy says, oh, I bet it's beautiful. I'm sure. Esoteric, it is, but also really, really expensive. Hawaii, probably Hawaii. Esoteric, I'm also sensitive, but also saw a lot of messed up things, so it's hard to explain. Yeah. I would describe I've had a pretty, action-filled life with a lot of, like you said, saw a lot of messed up things. So yeah, but I'm hypersensitive too. So anyway, I think, Kaylee has over 1 million views and over 40,000. I printed it up, but I'm going to quote it exactly and that number is going up. People are still following her because they want to find out about them. So, but I think anytime someone hits the record button or go live, and that includes me, even though I'm not extremely fantastic looking or I'm not young anymore or with a great bod or, whatever. So I think as soon as you hit that button, you, of course, get an audience. And some women tend to want to look good in front of the camera. And some women may not wear too much clothes. And I experienced watching their streams. And most men or some men are attracted to physical stuff, as opposed to women. And I'm not an expert on I mean, I'm divorced and I'm not an expert at all, but women oftentimes can also be attracted to personalities and senses of humor and all that stuff, but men seem to be, so I think they liked her. And it can be any of the three girls, and women, I don't like calling them girls, any of the three women, and also can be Ethan. So they can get, sorry, I'm way behind on comments. I'm going to try to cover them all. And if anybody has to leave before I get to your comment of saying goodbye, take care. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. I love the comments. For the people that are watching this recorded, I really appreciate that. I don't quite understand that. But thank you for doing it nonetheless. So anyway, yeah, it's just they could like her, be attracted to her, become an admirer of them, become infatuated with her, possibly live near her or travel to be near her and see her at a store and say, hey, are you Kaylee? I see you online. And, it kind of freaks them out. They're like, wait a minute. What? Whoa, you're not supposed to, but, so I think it's possibly someone that was infatuated with one of them, one of the four, and were rejected of sorts. And I do think of the two women as the same person. I think if Kaylee rejects you, then Maddie will too. They support each other. And if Maddie gets angry at someone and says, that person's bugging me, then Kaylee will step up and support her, which I think is great, But yeah, I treat them as the same kind of entity. So anyway, that's probably enough for that for now. Oahu. 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 Thank you. Amy, this is a safe place. Thank you. Oh, when I'm saying it's the open internet, I'll get to know that. But you can just call me Wolf, by the way. And I hope your child had a good time here. Yeah, I probably shouldn't share too. I still think it's the open internet, which it is. Anybody can get a YouTube account, and anybody can come in and watch, and they can just lurk in the back. But I bet Amy in 2 months, or I'll go, yes, it is safe. That is so cool. And I might forget to call you Wolf, but I'll try that. But yeah, they were in a newer relationship and they were invited and they went, and we don't have a bunch of money. So it's like, wow, if you're invited to Hawaii, you might want to. And so both her parents were separated, but we both went, yeah. I don't care if you're in a brand new relationship. And that's, there are couples and I think it's rather common. There are couples that celebrate their 30th and 40th and 50th anniversary, and they finally get to Hawaii. So I'm like, oh my goodness, you're going to Hawaii. But I'm glad she went, and yes, she seemed to like it. So Wolf it is. I like it. So, good point, Joe, about going by characteristics. Yeah, I mean, I think it's I think you're referring to where I say, women are, I think you're saying about women are generally probably better at being attracted to, senses of humors and, their kindness or their personality, that kind of stuff. So not that a male, and it doesn't have to be same sex. I mean, it doesn't have to be opposite sex. It can be an admirer of the same sex. But if we do talk about it as if it's opposite sex, it can certainly be a female infatuated with Ethan. So I don't, I just think it happens to men more. Esoteric. Thank you, Amy. And Amy says, Lindsay Lohan. Well, you say Lindsay Logan, but I think it's Lohan. So yeah, I'm sure you meant that. So Lindsay Lohan is my husband's favorite too. Yeah, I mean, of course she's attractive, but she does some great movies, like Freaky Friday I loved, and the twin thing where the two twins didn't know about each other, but they met in the camp. I mean, she's great. And it's too bad she has, I'm in recovery. So I care about, I care about people that are having that struggle. I don't usually like, oh, you're a scumbucket. And not everybody says that. But Amy, bro, me too. Well, thank you. And then Wolf says, yes, Inan just wants his 15 minutes, I think. And, and he writes really, it does sound bad. Alleged. Hey, man. I'm way behind. I should scroll down here. So Alleged, and who else? Who else have I missed? Okay, so far it's Alleged. So thank you. Hey, Alleged, thanks for being here. Hello, everyone, and hello, Joe Hart. And Alleged, I'll probably sometime, with your approval, as I always mention, but I sometime will probably let people know what you gave me earlier tonight or provided to me. That was kind of cool. So Alleged, Wolf, hello, great thumbnail. Is that not really you? Is that someone else? Is that a famous actress? I don't know. It is yeah. I mean, yeah. But men can't say that kind of stuff. So I'm sorry. It's a good hello, allegedly. Cool beans. So let me try to catch up here. Allegedly, Amy, bro, hello, Esther. Wolf, thank you, bro. Hey, allegedly. Bro, perfect timing. Allegedly. Sorry, I'm late. I was in Sleuthy Goosey's Idaho Forge on Twitter. Really? Super cool. And by the way, allegedly, I never want to, thank you for being a mod and feel, but I like your feedback and I like what you say. I'm hypersensitive. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to hear that. But I know I talk too long and my Twitter things are, 40 minutes, an hour and a half, and 2 hours. But I wouldn't mind if you could drop into one of mine. Just, I swear, just 5 to 10 minutes. Just drop in and say, okay, Joe, how about this and how about that? And again, I'm real hypersensitive, so I don't want to be criticized too much. I'm always off topic, and I understand hashtags and stuff. But and I am taking many things you said to heart. But anyway, when I get down to your answer, I would like to tell people what you sent me as a little token, which was very nice. Amy, bro, perfect. What you got? Are you talking to me? I need context, Amy. Let me try to think about it. Perfect. What you got? Sorry, Amy. I can't put it together. Context is always great with comments. And if you would ever hesitate writing a comment because you don't want to put in context, I would much rather have the comment with no context. But anyway, the way my synapses are permanently damaged, I would much rather get the comment. Anyway, allegedly, it's the first time I had a chance to have a discussion panel with Sleuthy Goosey. So I was all sort of excited. It was a dope conversation. So you're probably talking about spaces. So you all talked audibly. It wasn't video. Because you on Twitter, I think you can't invite people in on a video. So I had my first spaces. I didn't do exceptionally well. I had one person. She still comes watch my stuff, and most other. It was fairly successful, but it was only one person, which I like. I don't want to have 1,000 people and then I fumble through it. So that's kind of cool. Was that what you're talking about? Spaces? Woohoo! Sleuthy Goosey. I don't think I've seen her yet. I think I've seen one or two. Amy, you talked with her. Cool. I don't know who her is. I'm just trying. Allegedly, yeah, it was a great discussion about Idaho 4. Cool. Amy, come on up. Still don't know how to drop anything. Come on up. Still don't know how to drop anything. So, Amy, you're still trying to figure out how to drop a link. And again, don't feel free to be infatuated with me. Amen. So, esoteric. Oh, no, I was talking about characteristics as in not going by the names of who you think it is. Oh, yeah. Profiling and stuff. Okay, sorry. I just took a guess. Okay, so, oh, no, I was talking about characteristics as in not going by the names of who you think it is. But yeah, I think everybody's been ripped a new a-hole. I don't believe, it's just my personal opinion. I'm hypersensitive, but I don't believe that we can say allegedly and speculation enough. I think we are accusing them of. No, I shouldn't say that. I think it's a very fine line, and I think it usually falls on the one side instead of speculation side. It's a fine line. So anyway, plenty of people do it, and I did it. Anon, I think, is how you pronounce it. I know he pronounced it for the interviewer, and I think they said Anon, but it is me, Wolf. Joe Hart, you can use and say anything regarding me. I will never have a problem with it. Thank you. And I probably won't remember that forever, but I appreciate that. I'll probably go, oh, allegedly. But anyway, everybody, allegedly, and I don't know what it is, but he created a moving picture with colors and sound, and it was like 11 seconds long, and it was probably an intro video, but it looked all made up. I don't know if those were clip art or whatever it's called, but it was pretty cool. He had this wild design and cool colors, and then Joe Hart was put up there, and then PwD's was put up there, and then he modified it a second time and sent it to me, and then my YouTube handle goes. Now, of course, as you all know, I want all my handles on there, but no, I think it's really cool. He helped me to download it, which I'm still not really comfortable with if I'll be able to find it again. I did try to look for it again. So at that moment, I knew how to find it. 2 hours from now, I'll be like, God, where did I find that? And then I get freaked out and, Amy, bro, infatuated here. Oh, Amy, you're so sweet. That is so cool. And then Amy, 2 laughings and allegedly, yay. And allegedly, Joe Hart, if I see the notification, I'll jump in 100%. And, I think you're referring to my Twitter, and I welcome everybody to come to all my stuff. I know we're busy, and there's just only 24 hours in a day, and there's a million things going on. So what I was trying to say is I would like you to drop into one of my recorded ones. So you just drop in, and 10, 15 minutes, just, and you can, I think I'm pretty certain you can move the timer. You can start at 0 and you can go to 10 minutes and then you can move it back and hear the 10 minutes again, or you can advance it to the 2 hours. So wherever you want to listen to the beginning, I think today I did a mighty good introduction. I did okay tonight, but not as well because I got to script it. I got to read my script. And I think earlier's goodbye was not necessarily great. So yeah, anything. Anyway, yeah, you know what to do. So let's see here. Allegedly. Uh-oh. I just scrolled too high. Oh, wait. I want to do. Yes, sir. It was audio. That was cool music. I love the colors, and it was so cool. And then, so allegedly. No, I'm going to wait. What do I do? Can I go down? No, I can't. Okay. I was trying. I don't have a mouse on my laptop. I have a pad, and I don't like that. I shake, and I know you can slow those down. I don't know how to do it. No one has to tell me how to do that right now, but I don't like it, and so I wish I had a mouse, which I'm sure they cost 10 cents, so I could get one, but I won't. And I like the cursor, and the cursor doesn't always work. I think you have to activate it, and then the cursor works. Like you have to click into the field and then it works. So anyway, I'd like to go down with the comments with the cursor, which does work, but it doesn't appear I can click on them. So anyway, I'm super excited. We have Wolf hanging out. Hope you come for more. Yes, thank you, Wolf. And Music Big Marty, greetings. Hi, sorry I missed you. Any I didn't notice. But just to let you know and everybody else know, allegedly, I finally had someone besides YouTube. Besides YouTube tonight. No, I'm sorry, two. I had a LinkedIn person I know rather well, even though we know each other online. And then I had a Twitch, which I don't do any. I have an account, and I don't think I've ever done a video. And today's video was posted there. So anyway, I now have had 2 people outside. That's kind of cool. So Marty Biz Marty, good to Music Biz Marty. Welcome. I'm Joe Hart. I could do an intro forever, but I'm trying to stay on topic, which I'm not. I think my topic most nights is comments. That's what I should probably do. Hashtag comments. But I want to do the other things too. I'm always testing. From now until the day I die, I will be testing all platforms, all devices. I just don't remember. Someone can print up a 10-step thing on how to do something, and the next time I won't find the piece of paper. But even if I find the piece of paper, I'll go, well, what did that mean? How did I do that? So anyway, that's why I'm always testing. So, okay, alleged. Amy Bro, I legit made a recording of how to drop links and stuff for you while I was in allegedly with Brittany J Live. Let me know how to send it to you. Man, you're a rock star. God, you are so nice. Thank you. From mod to mod. Esoteric Wolf. I'm glad to be here. Uh-oh, where'd it go? I didn't click it twice. I just hovered and then it acted like I clicked twice. Wolf, glad to be here. I'll try to be here more. Thank you. I'm small and intimate until I learn things and hashtags and how to use this stuff. I really do want to do panels. I probably would be okay with some panels tonight if y'all want, but then I get lost on comments. But okay. So Amy Bro, we can start saying Santa Joe when we're talking to you, sir. Others can be us talking with that chat, if that helps you. We can start saying Santa Joe. By the way, I don't know. I assume you are from T-Rev now. I thought we were talking about that. Maybe you're from Brittany. And you can be from both, of course. But that's my two main streams that I've learned a lot and been inspired and, write emails to them and try to get feedbacks from them and stuff. But I don't know if you've ever been there, Amy, when I've talked about the nickname Saint Santa Joe. And, I don't, anyway, I don't want to, now allegedly says, haha, JoeHart, play it on screen. If you're talking about your audio, I could never find that. I mean, if you would let me, I can't see myself when I think you can always see myself, and I would probably talk people through that, but I don't feel, it might be a good thing to test, but I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how, okay, maybe, okay, I might try it. Let me think about it for a while. So Amy, we can start saying Santa Joe when we're talking to you, sir. And you don't have to say, sir. You're welcome to say, sir. But I know I'm old and I look old and, Mr. Hart and sir, that's my father. You're welcome to say whatever you want. But I've seen you say it a lot and you're very polite. I think that is so nice of you. But I'm just letting you know, you don't have to if you don't want to. If I was walking away from you and you said that, I wouldn't have any idea who you're talking to. I mean, if it was loud enough and clear enough, I'd turn around. Others can be us talking with chat, if that helps you. Others can be us talking with chat. We can start by saying, okay. I think what you're saying is if you're talking amongst yourselves, you wouldn't put Joe as first. But if you are talking to me, you'd put Joe first. That's a good idea. You can do that. But anyway, I talked about earlier. I talked about my. I'm generally a bah humbug at Christmas, and I'm not going to tell that story again. You can watch the video if you want. It's not exciting at all. But one person was like, "Please expound," or whatever, and I did. I got off topic, but also Amy Bro, I'm that therapeutic foster person. Anyway, I don't have exceptionally good memories about Christmas, and my birthday's in December and we weren't especially rich. And so anyway, it's not a good memory for me. And I know I look like them, but I hate shaving and I have no hair up here. So I like to grow it here. If I could afford getting my beard trimmed every week, I would do that. That's what I'd like to do. But T-Rev is personally not, this isn't as true as it used to be, but T-Rev is 100 responsible for my subscribers. So I was like, man, if these people are going to follow me, you can call me whatever you want. So anyway, that's my long Santa story. I didn't mean to focus on you, Amy. And I hope I interpreted your statement well. So alleged, I dare you, Wolf, to be in more Joe Hart's lives. It's intimate, Wolf, and I am always off topic. Allegedly, haha, Joe, play it on the screen. Okay, I'll try to do that in a minute. Uh-oh, I clicked. Oh, so I clicked the wrong area, and I didn't mean to click this, so don't be offended. Next comment, but I mistakenly clicked on the 3 dots, and it says put user in timeout and block user. And I was in a couple of streams, one in particular, and someone mistakenly timed me out. And they're like, we didn't mean to do it. And so anyway, I see how easy it is. So that was not for you, Wolf. I did not mean that. So anyway, Wolf says, LOL, allegedly. And allegedly, I tried to add your Twitter link, but those links are so long, I didn't want to ruin the video. Now, I assume the video is not clickable. So I don't think you have to have the http://www.twitter.com/ I don't think you need all that. And I think for some Twitter, I mean, I have lived, so I don't even need the @ Now I always put the @ sign because that's what it is. But I don't know if MiscTalk Inc., maybe you can do a smaller. Anyway, I think it's phenomenal what you did. I'm not editing what you did. It was phenomenal. But I don't know if you can, but also if you make it too small, people can't read it. But, maybe you can make it a smaller font. And anyway, it is what it is. I was Joe Hart too. I try to make them. I want to be Joe Hart, but there's a lot of famous Joe Harts, and I was late. Or I've been on Twitter for a long time, but I was late by their standards. So Joe Hart already was Joe Hart. So I became Joe Hart too. And then I'm OCD. So I tested Twitter and I pushed it to the limit. And after a while, not immediately, but after a while, it was suspended indefinitely, only because I'm disabled. And I know how to, I didn't try to push the system. And that happens all the time. I'm always accused of being a bot. I can follow people. I can follow 500 people in a day. No problem. And I'm not talking about just blindly following 500 people. Those are 500 people that I want to follow. I can do that very well. And I was always put in timeout. I was always put in Twitter jail. And they said, you're a bot. Stop being a bot. And I'm like, I'm disabled and I have OCD. Do you want me to prove it? What do you want me to tell you? So get off my back. Because also, the other extreme to that, which I am an advocate, mostly self-advocate, but the other extreme to that, which is in my hashtags, is the ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990. I'm a huge advocate for that. I push for it. I try to educate people, and I tend to push the envelope, but a lot I do. But not only were they not supposed to suspend me, but they were supposed to provide ADA accommodations so I can have equal accessibility to Twitter and teach me and allow me to do it in a certain way and accommodate to their rule, And so, yeah, not only was I not supposed to be banned forever, suspended indefinitely. So anyway, I used to be Joe Hart too. I think you can still find Joe Hart too, but anyway, Joe Hart. I'll watch the whole thing. I won't cheat. Oh, damn, I should ask. Oh, wait. I'm not clicking on these. Okay, allegedly. Oh, Joe Hart, I'll watch the whole thing. I won't cheat. Cool. Oh, damn, I should ask. Wolf, are you male or female? I don't want to make the same mistake twice. Yeah, I mean, I would consider, just me, I would consider that a rather personal or private question, and I think everybody has the right to respond that way. But yeah, with allegedly, and I had someone in here, and we, just as you read comments and stuff, you kind of, you kind of picture who they are, and so yeah, we got the wrong gender, and there's not only 2 genders. I embrace all genders, but most people are male or female. So anyway, we this one person, we guessed that they were male, and we were incorrect. So esoteric or wolf, female. Wolf, thanks for asking. Good. I'm glad it didn't offend you. Allegedly, I assume somebody was male last time, and she wasn't male. And she took, I think she took it with a she seemed to be okay with it. Okay, so I'm not caught up on. Okay, Wolf says, "Oh no, LOL," and allegedly, Amy Bro want to know what was cool about that Twitter thing. Amy Bro want to know what was cool about that Twitter thing? I think that's the voice infliction. Brian Enton and a couple other news reporters were in that audio discussion. The one you were in? Oh, I would fanboy so much with Brian Enton. I would choke. I couldn't talk. And people knew who I was. Allegedly. I don't know what your handle is over there. I mean, I know what your handle is over there, but I can't recall it. Oh, I think it's got it. Anyway, so a lot of people don't have the same name all over the place, but so that's cool. That is so cool. I cut everybody off and it was like, "Hi, Brian Enton," and he threw up the wave emoji. Yeah, I like him. And I keep clicking those. So, whoa, sorry butting in allegedly, but that's awesome and happy for you. So that's cool. Okay, so I don't fold the peer pressure. I'm not doing this because it allegedly asked for it. I just am testing. I'm always testing. Sorry, I'm behind in comments. So I am going to try to find Brian's audio clip. It's mighty cool. I have no idea how to find it. And much more importantly, I don't know how to import it or embed it or download it or whatever it is. I think I know, but I don't know. So I'm going to do that. So in 3, 2, 1, I'm going to count down and then I'm going to be off the screen. I'll probably keep talking. Wait a minute. I'll go down just to see if anybody new has come into the room. It looks like, oh, golly, people, I have 30 comments. I'm so far behind. But I didn't see anybody new. I scrolled pretty quickly, but I don't think anybody's new. If there are, please say hi to them and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go try to find this. So 3, 2, 1. I can't see the screen now. I think you can see me. I'm nervous about touching things. I'm going to go to the Windows tab. And you can't help me because I can't see anything. I mean, I'll know after the fact, but allegedly, oh my goodness. It says recommended allegedly intro for StreamYard. I have no idea what this is, but I'm going to click on it. I mean, I know what it is. I'm going to just blindly click on it. So I clicked on the window I think the 4 blue boxes, I think that's Windows. They used to be 4 different colors, but I'm going to click on that and see what happens. How do you want to open this file? Google Chrome. I'm going to pick Google Chrome. I don't like Open Office and all those other things. So it now, I don't think that's it. I mean, it's supposed to be it, but it shows a GIF. It's enormous. It's enormous. It's enormous. So I'm going to try again. That's not it. So how do I get to that? I don't know where anything is. And I don't like my Windows. I hardly ever click on. Let me go over here. So please discuss amongst yourselves and enjoy the world and the life and stuff. I'm pretty uptight. I'm pretty nervous, but I'm going to keep pursuing this. There's I'll change I just changed I haven't read that one yet, but I'll change it. So King. Yeah, when I get stressed out, that's especially the best part, the best time that I can't understand things. So, okay, let me see downloads. Download. I came up to the same thing. Yeah, allegedly it's an enormous something. I don't know if you ever print up various things that are enormous. And if you go down to 10%, it's enormous. It's a ton of pages and it's not moving. It's still. Okay. So I'm going to take a break from that. I was not successful, but I was okay, I guess. So allegedly, I'm going to call him Mr. versus the volcano. Who is that? So I'm going to go fucking. No, you can say that. That's right. I just scrolled down. Okay. I swear I'm going to just go really fast. I can't go fast. I wish the cursor worked. Okay. So allegedly, I'm going to call him Mr. versus the volcano. Okay. Oh, Joe and the volcano? Is that what that is? I don't see many movies, but I guess okay, Amy, tell him you want to go on panel. If someone has said that, let me see if I can scroll and see that. I can't scroll very easily. I hope it's a very small sentence like, yes, panel. I am, what's that say? I'm not interesting though. Wolf, do you think I'm interesting? Come on. I just wanted to legally stalk you by subbing. I don't necessarily see anybody saying, yes, I want to go on the panel. I assume allegedly would go at any time. But yeah, let me, okay. So allegedly, Wolf, you will never be considered butting in on me. Mad respect for you. Amy, Amma here? Cool, I'm glad you're here. What is Amma? In my... I'm just guessing, but I do believe IMA, and I'm sure you're joking, right? But IMA or IMMA is Amma, like I'm going to, or I think it means another version like that, but it's I'ma see you later, like I'm going to see you later, that kind of stuff. You probably knew. I don't know why I'm explaining it, but it is not in my anus for sure. Wolf, thank you. I appreciate that, allegedly. And then I wanted to know what IMA was as well. I'm sure Amy typed it for y'all before I explained it. LOL, what is IMA? I'm so confused. I think that's what it means, but it might be wrong. JoeHart, just send me what you'd like via message on Twitter, and I'll make a couple of intros for you. Yeah, but I would, thank you. That sounds phenomenal. But I hope to be able to show an intro first, because I'd hate to keep getting intros that I don't know how to share. But yeah, I mean, it would be TikTok. Again, TikTok's number 1, Twitter's number 2, YouTube's number 3. And if I stream StreamYard twice a day, that's going to be changing. But anyway, I didn't finish that story earlier that there are some people that think of this as an intimate room, and it is an intimate room. But I do want to let you know that I send it out to 6 destinations, and I mentioned them: Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And Twitter, I'm established. And so there were a ton of views. I wanted to get the number, but I couldn't get it while I was here. But it's not intimate. It's not intimate with Twitter. So I just want to, full disclosure. I want people to know that there is a crowd. But anyway, no worries, Joe P. I'm a mod for another channel. I was so tired from work that I fell asleep with my phone in my hand during a stream and accidentally tapped someone. Yeah. Cool. Thanks. Allegedly, Wolf. Wolf. Yeah, everybody thought it was hilarious, but I felt bad. Yeah, I mean, the one guy. I mean, I think I'm pretty sure that the host, and I'll never remember what the word is, but the creator, I think, the host kind of scolded him. They're like, you can't time out Santa Joe. So Amy, I found a page called I'm a Survivor Sanctuary on Facebook. Led me to YouTube, and now I'm here because we're all survivors of something. I think I remember you saying that. I think I said agreed. Yeah, I like that, because we're all survivors on something. And I can always go on. Allegedly, I am literally stalking you now, Wolf, because I subscribed to your channel and I also played Destiny 1 and 2. Oh my goodness. I don't do any of those. What is AMA though? I don't know what that means. What's it stand for? I hope you now know. I think I'm so far behind. LOL, I'm not interesting though. Wolf, come on. Be nice to yourself. Be nice. I just wanted to legally stalk you by subbing. Okay, don't be too stalkish. But anyway, yeah, y'all do whatever you want. Amy, bro, the Ama is a donkey that survives 6 feet of water if you really want to know. Am I saying the word wrong? Is it Emma? The Ima. The Ima is a donkey that survived 6 feet of water if you really want to know. Huh. I think other people say I'm going to go, my definition of it. But anyway. And legally, allegedly, I am legally stalking Amy Bro too. So I was in the other stream and, I was a guest host and he wanted to make me an administrator after like 4 nights. And I was like, dude, you don't know me. Don't do that. No, don't mean, maybe in 2 weeks you can do that. He can do whatever he wants. But we were talking and everything. And, they're like, oh, what about this? And there's some question about dating and, and they're talking about, hey, Santa, do you have a girlfriend or how's Miss Claus or whatever? And I was like, no, I'm single. And, I welcome all pursuers. And I said, I welcome stalkers and I welcome, I said, whatever. So anyway, I know that's not a funny thing. That's a real thing. But I also game and I am a mod and I'm a manager for a channel related to gaming and the Steam Deck. Man, oh, a donkey. My shirt coming in this week. You mean a T-Rev? Did you get a T-Rev shirt? That's cool. It's all allegedly or allegedly 13 and allegedly underscore 13. Damn. If you upload it to YouTube as a video, you can play it off YouTube. And I appreciate that allegedly. I just don't know what that means. I don't know how to upload. I don't know. I think when you upload, you need to have a home at, it has to go somewhere on YouTube. So I don't know where it would go, where it would upload to. So I appreciate it. And I kind of get what you're saying and it makes sense, but I don't know where, I don't know how to upload and I don't know where it uploads to. I sub to you as well, allegedly. Okay, wait. So allegedly, if you upload it to YouTube as a video, you can play it off YouTube. I don't even really know where it is, but Wolf, I sub to you as well, allegedly. And I think probably for the rest of the night, I'm guessing, I'm just making a guess. I'm guessing that now at this moment, there's too much static in my head to be successful at that project. I might get more calmed down, but I think it's too much static. We can stop picking your nose, put your clothes back. See, when I can't see you, I don't think you can see me. So I guess I am also stalking. Wolf said that. Oh, golly. Okay. So Wolf, so I guess I am stalking also. And then Elsa Tech, I knew you were going to stalk me. And Elsa Tech, hey, you started it. And allegedly, imagine if Brian Enton started stalking me. That'd be cool. Can we get away from the word? It's not a good word. And I really don't like it for this case. I have a rather strong opinion about stalking, and it's not stalking related. I think it's a largely overused word. It certainly shouldn't be part of jokes, for sure. But I think it's used too loosely. I think there's a lot of men that can't take the hint. And so they hover around a woman too much. And then the woman thinks that's stalking. And it could be potentially very dangerous. Anyway, I don't want to give my perspective. So anyway, someone tried to steal 2 baby cows the other night. Uncle Lester was on Beer Grills. Beer Grills. Oh, that's a TV show, right? Allegedly. Oh, snap. I just got like 14 new followers on Twitter. Yoo-hoo! Get me 14 new ones. Wolf, hey, you never know. People know who you are. Yeah, you're famous. He might. Yeah, he might. So Amy, bro, fucking, what's that? I was hoping by the time I got down to this comment that someone had already said it before. I know you say, if you're against cussing, you may not want to come see my videos. I'm not too opposed to them. There's some words I don't like, but as a substitute teacher, I was really strict with the kids about certain words, and they were freaked out. They're like, what the hell are you talking about? But for me, far worse than the F word, far worse is stupid, I can't, I hate, those things. And I would put, I would give them consequences for those words. And if they said fuck or hell or shit, I'd be like, I don't care. So anyway, it was a big deal to me. So allegedly, Wolf, they should. Allegedly, yes, sir. Joe Hart, Mr. versus. I didn't watch that movie, but okay, cool. Amy, bro, those fucking aliens taking your cows, man. Oh, so you say fucking aliens. Yeah, I can't read. If your emoji was this large, if it is huge, I still don't understand them. I will come on panel, Joe Hart, for a short chat. Cool. Sorry it took me so long to get there. So invite, I clicked invite. I click copy. It now says copied. I will close that window. I will go to post a comment. I hit the right button, but it's not a button. It does post, paste. And now I'm going to hit the button in 3, 2, 1. There it is. I know I'm way behind on comments, but that should, I hope you see that and you can click in. But I'm reading comments and hopefully I'll see when you come in. Amy, they got ostrich 2, T, swans, ducks. They got ostrich 2 at another place. Man, I'm so jealous, Amy, bro. I live in a city. I want an emu. Bro, they got them on camera. Allege. Oh, I'm so slow tonight, Amy, bro. I got it now. Yeah, right, but I'm wrong. You know that by now because I'm so far behind. But I'm wrong with that Ima. I think, right, Amy? You think it's a donkey. So her name is Ima because I'm a survivor. So it is Ima. Okay, allegedly here. Okay, so her name is Ima because I'm a survivor. Allegedly, hey, hear that, girls? He's an eligible bachelor. All black criminal. I hope you die of your disability. Oh, great. Did one of my mods? Oh, wait. No one do anything about Amy. I know, Amy, you want to try to do your stuff. You're welcome to do your thing. All black, I won't read that, and all black, I won't read that. So anybody that wants to block him, I mean, do your deal, Amy. Welcome. You asked for the first thing. And did you say? Okay, I think that's another bad person too. And Joe Hart, that's my link. Oh my goodness, allegedly. See, I told you I wasn't going to see. So, Amy, did you have any luck with that person? So it's allegedly add to stream in 3, 2, 1. So there's allegedly. How are you?
Hello, everybody.
How's it going, man?
Oh, it's going.
So, Amy, I do know you wanted to be the first troll basher, or whatever. I don't know what it's called, what y'all can do, whether it's block or ban or whatever, but go to it. And she's probably trying to do it, so she probably can't comment. But Amy, at the earliest convenience, if you could comment and say, no, I don't want to do it, can allegedly do it. Or you say, I don't know how to do it, can allegedly do it, or anything. It's not the end of the world. I'm not too upset by those disgusting statements that they said. So anyway, so allegedly, what's going on tonight?
Oh, not much. Just jumping all around. I visited Summer's live. She did a really cool live about just schools and children being taught and stuff like that. It was pretty good.
I so want to go to her stuff, but I just haven't found the notification, or Amy, bro, I don't see him. It might have come from a different. Oh, that is Twitch. There's 2 people making really bad statements about my disability and blacks. So I guess I can do it. Is there a click for me?
I don't know on Twitch, but I don't see it in our chat either. I just put on my Droid.
Okay. Well, okay, cool, Amy. Hello. I bet Amy's saying that too, allegedly.
Hello.
Hello.
So, Esoteric Wolf and Amy Barrow, how are you?
Amen. Thank you for being here, all of y'all, for sure.
Well, we have 5 people in chat, so people are being very quiet.
Well, except I think we add up to 4, right? So there's only, it's 6. Wait, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 lurkers, right? And all lurkers, you're welcome to stay. Usually when I'm looking at the number and talking about them, they leave. But all lurkers can stay. I don't care.
Drop us a hello. Tell us where you're from.
Yeah, I prefer comments, but you can lurk. But yeah, I'd for sure want to know what. Except my 2 Twitch dudes are. Okay, probably the 2 Twitch dudes, which it looked like it was the same account, but with 2 different names, because they were saying the same kind of stuff. But or maybe it's just 2 unintelligent people that can't come up with an original thought to themselves.
Amy, what state are you from? Esoteric Wolf, what state are you from?
Don't divulge too much information. Whatever you're comfortable with telling us, please. I still think it's the open internet. Anybody can watch. Anybody can notice your information. Esoteric Wolf. I am well, just tired. Thank you. How about you, allegedly? I am well, just tired. Yes, I am exhausted. Do I look exhausted? But yes, thank you, Wolf. By the way, I've said this, I think, once before in this stream, but I'm streaming to 6 destinations. And after I finished the last stream, I kept everything open and I clicked on them and tried to learn about them. And all 6 of them, when you click on them and you try to learn more about them, it says LinkedIn adds about 10 seconds delay. And it said that for all 6. So that could potentially be 60 seconds of delay just because I'm sending to 6 of them.
I should have known that, Esoteric Wolf. I am so sorry. Weren't you guys talking in Hawaiian just when I first entered chat?
Yeah, she's from Hawaii. Right.
I should have caught that.
And I would forgot that too. And Amy's got 3 sets of eyes looking toward, allegedly, it looks like, in Hawaii. And hey, y'all, Amy, bro, cool.
So Amy Barrow, your cows, were they okay, or did they get away with them? I never caught the answer to that.
No problem. Yeah, that's I like the story about Alma, South Central Louisiana, sir.
Ooh.
Cool. Thanks, Amy, bro. And I've been told that too, but I'll forget these things and re-ask the same questions.
I don't know if Joe told you where he's from, but I'm from upstate New York, not too far from Joe, actually.
I live in Vermont. I'm not originally from Vermont. I'm from Kentucky, but I've moved lots. I've been in about, I was telling Joe how to say, I won't be able to repeat it. Who. I know the O and I know the who, but I don't know the middle. But you would be reminding me every 10 seconds. So I'm sorry. I don't mean to disrespect.
If Esoteric Wolf would just come up and get on panels, she'd be able to teach us a whole bunch of Hawaiian stuff. Same with Amy. She could teach us how to speak Louisiana.
Yeah, feel free to come up if you want. Now, as far as missing some of the things that Wolf said, she wrote a comment, which I don't know if you're here yet, allegedly, but Wolf said, and I don't think she called me by name.
It's Amy Bro, not Amy. Okay, I gotcha. Amy Bro.
Yeah, that's French, I do believe. So
my actual last name's French too. I'm a 6 foot tall, 50% Asian, 50% French person.
Oh my goodness! And I'm not saying it's her last name, but yeah, it's pronounced Bro. So anyway, Wolf said you can call me Wolf, and then she had another comment. So just to let you know, allegedly, you can call her whatever you want, but I think she prefers being called Wolf. So Amy, bro, and by the way, Amy, you can tell me the same thing. I won't remember no matter what anybody tells me, but Amy, you can ask me to just call you Amy too, or something like that. So it's bro, like come street, Mr. Bro. I don't know.
Is it
come at me? Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro. Exactly. I was just gonna say that. Oh
my goodness, we don't need to be so violent. We don't need to come at people. Wolf, you did it, Joe. Thanks. What did I do? Bring him in?
No, you said it correctly. The Hawaiian word.
Oh, Oahu. Oahu. I can't do the ah. That's a weird one. So thank you. You did it, Joe. LOL. I'm too shy. That's all right, Wolf. And I hope you heard what I said about Twitter, because in most of my streams, they're smaller and intimate, and people are like, oh, okay, I don't normally get up in panels, but I'll do it here. And there's one person in particular last night, but in most of my streams, they're like that. And that I'm normally small. But now that I'm sending it to 6 destinations, Twitter is substantial. So you may think, I just want to be full disclosure. So when people think they're talking to 5 people, they're really talking to 400 people plus 5 people. So anyway, just full disclosure. I mean, they can't comment to you, but they're watching.
With that disclosure, I apologize if I can't see anything that anybody's saying over there on the Twitterverse.
You're on Twitter?
Isn't that part of your 6 platforms?
Yeah, but it should say it next to your name. Wait, let me see a comment from you.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm both of my things are on your YouTube right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
okay. I was just saying hi to everybody in Twitterverse.
Oh, cool. Yes, and I have yet to do that tonight, but last night I did it, or earlier today. But I like to say, Twitter, I love you. You're my favorite platform currently. I appreciate all the followers and followings. And I can't wait until when you can make comments. You can make comments in Twitter. So you can send me a DM, or I don't need it secret. So you don't have to do DM. You can just tweet me regular. But I thank you. As I said before, I'm the youngest of 9. And my mother used to always say, I love all 9 children the same. And then the second later, you, God damn you, yelling at one of them. And then the other, she treats like an angel. So anyway, I make it clear. Twitter's my favorite. So how are you, Joe? Sorry, didn't mean to exclude you. That's all right. See, I catch up on comments and then I get behind again.
Esoteric Wolf, I strongly encourage every single person to make one account, even if you don't use it, on every platform, because sooner or later they're all going to link together, and when they do, it's going to open up your channel. Like, for example, people in the Twitterverse right now that's watching Joe's feed, they're going to hear me talking, and somebody's going to say, wait a minute, wasn't that guy just in this one group talking? And they're going to go follow that, and then they're going to see my other links from my Twitter. They're going to go to all my other links and start following me. It's a nice way to get followers.
And for any new Twitter viewers, this guy right there, I'm pointing the wrong way. That guy right there, you probably heard his story earlier. He talked to Brian Enton, I do believe, in his spaces. So you might have seen him over there, but I would fanboy if I talked to him. I wouldn't be able to say hello to him, but that's him right there talking to Brian Enton.
I send out shout outs to anybody that I see that, if they're somebody that I've seen somewhere before, or somebody who's there that should be recognized. Because when you really think about this true crime situation, they're not there because they're bored and they have nothing better to do. They're there because they want to hear certain people. And since it was Sleuthy Goosey, everybody knows that Duty Ron has the utmost respect for her. I have the utmost respect for her. We all listen to everything she says. So when you see people like Brian Enton come in, you see Fox News comes in and they're listening to us talk about it. They're not just there because they think that we don't know what we're talking about. They're there because they know that we're going to discount, the false statements that are out there, the fake information, and that we're going to try to balance what's factual. This way they can make sure that their information's factual as well.
Wow. That is so cool. And I've stepped in, and I like video, of course. So I haven't done many spaces. I probably have done, 10 or so, but I've always been a listener. I've never been a guest or any of that stuff. So that's cool. So Wolf says, you did it, Joe. Wolf says, LOL, I'm too shy. Amy, he didn't get away with them. He was dressed in camo with something in his hands.
Oh, wow.
Who's him?
The cow thief.
Oh, man, this cow thief sounds horrible.
Oh, Esoteric Wolf. It's weird because I used to do the Steam Deck with other games, Zombie Island and stuff like that. But I actually steered away from it when I came to the PlayStation platform. But some of the stuff still goes through that. So it would be kind of cool if they came out with an app.
And so Wolf says, thank you for disclosing that. I assume she's talking about Twitter. And I still would like to say, oh, no, it's really an intimate room. See, there's 5 people here. You can share anytime you want. But also, I'm extreme. I wish every human being in the world would live stream once, would be on a panel once, would, I think it's just great. But I understand safety and shyness and stuff. But anyway, you can still think about it as if it's a 5-person room for sure.
Absolutely.
Wolf says, I don't have Twitter. When was streaming live a thing? I've had Twitter for a long time. My first account that was suspended, I think that was 2006. I'm not sure. Maybe 2007, I believe. One of those. But Twitter, some version of Twitter owned Periscope. It's a subsidiary or something. Somehow they owned it, and they started. I'll butcher it. I think 2005 to 2013. So that was live streaming immediately. But then Twitter incorporated a different thing into them, and then Periscope closed. So Twitter Live itself, I mean, I was doing Periscope and Twitter Live at the same time. And that's crazy because it's the same kind of thing. But and they had advantages and disadvantages. But Twitter Live, I would put it at maybe, I don't know, 8 years. I would say it's been around 8 years maybe. Wolf, makes sense. Thank you. Again, I think you're probably talking about to Twitter, and I have a lot of followers over there. Amy Bro, there's over 100 animal there, and it's a family farm. Their IMA page has like 215,000 following. Man, that's a major.
Wow.
That's a donkey, huh? Allegedly.
Yeah, that's kind of cool though. There's another place. I think they're in Canada. I can't remember the name of the place, but they have emus. They have a whole bunch of animals. And I think they went through the whole animal thief thing as well because people just steal animals.
Oh, man. That is not good.
I mean, Joe, if you think about it, they're tagging everything nowadays. Like cows, pigs, they all get tagged. They all get like stamp tagged. Depending on what their use is going to be for people to steal them, it's kind of stupid unless you can remove the tag safely and attach a new tag that can prove you own that creature for a longer period. It just makes no sense to me. People are just horrible.
I tend to go, I tend to be pessimistic and all that stuff. So I would go to the worst case scenario of, they probably know that and they would remove that tag, even if it means cutting it out or however, I mean, they probably, that's horrible. But okay, so Wolf, I wanted to make Twitter since I'm a manager for a channel, and we are going to do a campaign for a Steam Deck app. I've heard that, but I'm not on Steam Deck. But I can't. I think Twitter, it maxed out at 300 million people, and I think it's 200 million people ever since, which is a huge drop. But I have always thought everybody needs Twitter. I think it's the greatest thing. It's where I get all my news. I have followers all over the world. 63% are in the United States. And I do believe I'm in about 100 countries. So because of motorsports, but if there's any major event, I usually hear about it within 2 minutes, if someone dies or whatever. So I think it's great. Wolf,
Joe, I'm going to step away for 1 second. I'm going to use the restroom and I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. I'll try to get through some of these comments. Wolf going. Oh, I got that typo. That 9 is fine. Okay. Wolf, that's awesome. Allegedly. And Amy, they got more channels than that. Okay, cool. Plus Facebook got over 1 million on AMA alone. Wow. Holy moly. This is a hell of a thing. Wolf, yeah, it's going to be an awesome app. We will even have it where you can PlayStation remote play easily on the Steam Deck. That is so cool. I'm not a gamer, but okay, I guess I'm caught up on the comments. But so yeah, let's so yeah, that's I guess you're mentioning the Steam Deck again. I've heard of it. I probably generally know what it is, but I think it's similar to that one. I can't think of Toot Sweet or something sweet. But I guess it's for gaming probably. So yeah, that's cool. That yeah, bro, they don't tag. They are pets. Cool. I love pets. Now, you're from Louisiana, but I've had 5 cats in the last one at a time, or mostly one at a time, a little overlap, but I've had 5 cats in the last 34 years. And I do believe the one I just got 2 years ago was the first time that I, whatever it's called, I chipped them. I think it's called a chip because it is a chip. So I did chip him so that, and he's, I don't call him pet. He's a companion animal because my disabilities and such. And, oh, I better not mention that. Then those trolls are going to come back.
I'm back.
Hey, how are you?
When I waited, when you said the trolls are going to come back, I was like, I'm back.
Good timing. We timed that, everybody. So Amy, they don't tag. They are pets. That's sweet. Oh, Amy. And that's a sad face, I think. For those eyes with a sad, I think she meant a happy face. Welcome back, allegedly, from Wolfie. Wolf. I'm sorry. You asked me to call you Wolf. I won't call you Wolfie. So, anyway, okay. I thought a while ago I had an idea about finding that download. So how do I just find the hard drive? How can I just find my hard drive? And if I can see that, I can probably find that file. So
you know on your desktop, if you just right click the screen, it should give you an option to look at my computer.
I'm doing that now, and I see taskbar settings.
Okay, so instead, hit your Windows key, and then in the little search box in the bottom left-hand corner, type in documents, and then hit enter. What that's going to do is open up a box, and it's going to show you your computer and then a list of things like your documents, pictures, videos. You're going to look in videos. Or if you saved it to your desktop, you'll see it right on the screen somewhere.
So I see privacy and security for documents, feedback, hotspot. Let's see here. System. I think system is it, right? Let me go to system. Let me see what that is. Display. Nope. Network.
No, that's for your settings. So if you have YouTube open on your desktop right now.
Yes, I do.
So if you look for the upload button, it should be either it's on the top, like scroll bar. It'll be like a plus sign and it to upload a video or create.
Create. Yeah, it's a plus sign inside a camera and it says create.
So if you click on that, it'll ask you if you want to record something like with your webcam, or if you want to upload a file.
So I'll click upload video.
Right. And that'll bring you to the same box I was talking about a minute ago, where it'll be a big box that opens up and it'll give you all the destinations on your hard drive.
Now it says upload video and it says select files, but I don't see any files yet. So let me click on select files. Oh, there's my hard drive. Perfect. Okay, so I put it in downloads and allegedly, there we go. So I click on it and I think I say open, right? So I'm gonna open it.
And it'll open it and it'll upload it when you can label it to whatever you want, like intro, introduction video, whatever you want.
See, it's coming up. I know, I'm sure I saved it incorrectly. Now I don't know, like I am on Formula E. And if you print up a page on Formula E, it's like 87 pages because the Twitter sign. Anyway, it's enormous. It's a non-moving, enormous poster. It's
You want
16
video
by,
files though, right? You're only looking for a video file. What I sent you is a video.
what I'm saying is I probably incorrectly saved it.
Oh, I see.
I renamed it. I did open the correct thing. I did open the correct thing, but I think I incorrectly. So let me go back, select files. It's called, let me see, I can't see it. It is called a Chrome HTML and then DO. I don't know what it says. Oh, document. So I saved it as a Chrome HTML document, which I didn't change anything. I just saved it. So yeah, if it says document, I guess that means it doesn't move.
Yeah, if it's a document, it's a written thing. So there should be a listing on the left-hand side of the box it opened up. You'll see documents, photos, and video.
I see videos.
So click on that video.
I clicked it and it says captures. So I'll click on captures and see what that, it's a file, it's a folder. And I clicked on it and it appears that nothing's happening. But
okay. So go back to the left-hand side and look for desktop.
Okay, desktop.
Because I think you saved it to your desktop. I mentioned it earlier. I said you could always save as to your desktop.
I'm 90% sure that I saved it in downloads.
Oh, okay.
And it came up as the name. I changed the name. I changed it to Allegedly's intro, you know, and
oh, just search for that. Type that into the box, allegedly intro. Whatever you changed it to, just type it into that search in the bottom left-hand corner, and it'll pull up that whatever you have saved like that.
Which I'll do that. But as I say, I'm pretty sure I saved it incorrectly.
That's okay, because once you find it, you can click on it, click on it and hold down the left click and drag it to the window. So it'll upload that way, because you could drag and drop videos to upload to.
So I typed in allegedly and it's coming up something else like a PNG OneDrive or something. Let me see. Alleged. Let's go back to download.
Okay. It could be a PNG. I mean, it could.
Allegedly intro for StreamYard. Now, I wouldn't have to type that whole thing in, would I? Wait a minute. There's a file folder. Let me see if anything's in that. No, it's blue and green squirrely things. Microsoft Edge, I think, something like that. Let me go back. So when it searches for something, can't you just type in part of the name and it will find it? Because I have nothing else named allegedly anywhere.
What you could do is just go back to your Twitter, the messages, and resave it.
That's it? Okay,
yeah.
I'm clicking on Twitter. I'm scrolling up from our DMs. I don't know if I should go to the first one if I screwed up on the second one, but okay, I'll right click on the second one with two dots and it says, oh, no, I'm sorry. I think I want to left click it.
Left click and drag it to your desktop and it should copy. It should make a copy there.
It says copy message. Should I click that?
Yeah. No, you don't want to click it and copy it. You want to click on it and hold it down and then drag it to your desktop so it copies it over.
And how do you get, I understand that concept, but I've never figured out how do you get to a different window than the window you're in? Like
just click outside of it. Like, you mean like if you have an option that's open right now on it?
Like Twitter takes up, okay, I minimized it.
Oh, yeah. Make it smaller. Just drag and drop from the bottom right-hand corner to make the window smaller.
And where are we dragging it to? Which tab?
Just drag it right to your desktop. Not your toolbar, but right in the middle of your computer screen, and it should save it as a file on your desktop.
Okay, let me okay, so I'm going to click on it, left click or right click?
Just hold left click it, but hold down left click. Don't let up. Don't like click it. Like hold down the click and then drag the image out of the window onto your desktop.
It's not moving. So I left clicked on it and it, oh, there it's moving. Okay. So
if you just drop it right on your desktop, it'll save the file there.
I did that. I don't see it yet. Shouldn't it be a little icon there or whatever those things are called?
Yeah, it might take a second to save, or it might go into the first empty slot. It won't save right in that spot. Usually Windows will try to organize whatever is saved on the screen.
And it probably goes by the name that I gave. I mean, I should just look for allegedly. So I don't see, okay, yeah, it might be taking a while.
It's a 11-second file. It should have been instant. There is another way I could do it too. I could send it to you via email.
My email's not that great. I can give you that's not open right now. My real email I don't get on my desktop, my laptop. Everything I have in my life is a Frankenstein. And none of it is flawless and smooth. I mean, it's all just all over.
You have an iPhone, right?
I do have an iPhone.
And do you have Twitter on there as well as YouTube?
I have both. I have no idea how to work with YouTube, but
it's easier actually. So if you go into Twitter and then you save the file it'll go right to one spot. Your videos, your photos, or your videos or photos. So it makes it easier. So you could save the file. It should go right to your.
Okay. Let me get there, because that's too much static going into my head right now. Okay, I'm at your two gifts to me, not a gift with a T in it. So I'm going to go to the second one. Do I touch it and it does something?
Yeah, if you hold down on it, it should give you the options of save or delete.
It says delete message for you, report message, or add reaction. That's the only three choices.
Huh.
Delete, report, add.
Yeah, I wouldn't do any of those.
Let me go to your first one, see if I get different. Same three things. Yeah, everything I own are Frankensteins. I might have erased the wrong file, or I mean, there's just.
That's okay. What we'll do is we'll figure it out. We'll just do it later.
Okay,
to make
cool.
it easier. We'll figure out a different way to send it to you so that you could save the file rather than, having this, because with Twitter, I really never save images or videos there. It was just the easiest way to message you because, we were messaging back and forth. But we'll figure out a different platform to send it on.
Cool. Okay, I'll get back to comments. That might help calm me down. But thank you, allegedly. Thanks for trying to step me through that stuff. I appreciate it. So Wolf says going. Oh, I got that typo. Wait, I'm alone.
I think you left off on welcome back, allegedly. From Esoteric.
Well, WB. Okay. So Wolf says, WB allegedly, welcome back. And then Wolf says, you can call me Wolfie as well. See, that was a good call by me. My friends call me both. Okay, Wolfie, thanks. So allegedly, if any of you need to or want to reach out to me, my links are on my community tab. And he knows his stuff. He has a lot of stuff. So Esoteric does, is that, I can't see it, but I think it's 2 fingers up like that. And then Amy Bro, they got cows, donkey, horses, pigs, goats, alpaca, turkey, ducks, geese, ostrich, dogs. There we go. Cats. There we go. And good people. Cool. And Amy Bro doing good, Santa Joe. Thanks. It was weird not seeing. Not only did I not see my screen, but I was minimizing it. So it wasn't even anywhere near my screen. So thank you for saying that. And then I guess I'm down at the bottom. Amy, what you learned today, allegedly?
Well, right now, remember yesterday or the day before when we were talking about the Idaho 4?
Uh-huh.
So right now, there's not much new. Everybody's still trying to diminish a lot of the rumor. And that's still an argument with everybody. The police, there is one new thing that the police had released. Well, not it was a news report.
Oh,
It
wow.
looks like the police are following the trail of the car to Troy. So they went from Moscow to Troy.
Troy, Idaho?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
But we can't put too much we can't put too much into it, because remember, one, they have the color of a car,
right,
the possible make or model. They're not even sure of that because it's a blur. And they have over 20,000 vehicles for that one particular type that they think it is.
Whew.
Imagine if they were wrong. What if it wasn't a Hyundai? What if it was a Civic? And, you know, a Honda Civic, and they're like searching for the wrong make and model right now, just a white car. So for them to be going out to Troy, it means they're either following up on a couple of white car leads, or maybe they're looking for video of something else out that direction. Because don't forget, just because they passed away in that early AM hour doesn't mean they weren't places 24 to 48 hours earlier. And if you remember in our first time talking, I think it was in allegedly Brittany J, I had mentioned they should be taking all the video footage from 24 to 48 hours to 72 hours before it happened from every location in the area, and asking every person on that video questions about their whereabouts.
Oh, my goodness.
But they didn't, and they haven't. And it's too late because they waited a week and a half. And when they went to get video from certain stores, it already erased because it only saves for a week. So unfortunately, they lost any pieces of evidence, and not because they're bad cops,
right,
but because they're cops that don't work these types of cases every day.
Wow, golly. Now I have a map for most cases I'm following because I need physical things. So I'm going to map out where Troy is. But before I do that, do you know how far Troy is?
No, I really am not paying much attention to wherever they're going. I don't think it's a lead that is going to pan out to anything. But admiration on their behalf for being diligent. I mean, they could have just said, you know what, let's wait for leads, but they're actually doing police work. So I give them 100% props.
That's cool. And, you know, 22,000 cars are overwhelming. And yeah, we could have the wrong model and our year and our, you know, any of those things. So, anyway, Andy Watt, how are you? I'm Joe Hart. I'm pretty new to this stuff. I'm kind of strict. I usually invite people in that I know. I see that you're from YouTube, which is probably always a good sign. But anyway, sorry I didn't notice you jumped into my back whatever this is called, backstage. But anyway, I probably would not generally just invite someone in. Not yet. Maybe in 2 weeks or 4 weeks when I'm more comfortable and stuff. But anyway, he says, can I join maybe? And I am from Denmark. And so I hope you understand, Andy. Andy Watt. And Amy, welcome, Andy Watt. And Amy, you can chat. Santa Joe and allegedly will answer your questions. Yeah, thank you, Amy. But yeah, Andy, I don't know if you're following, if you're from Denmark, I'm not sure if you're following the Idaho murders of the 4 college students. Tiana, Men Square. Hi, everybody. Hi, Tiana. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So, yeah, that sounds cool. Now, did you notice how many people were on your
There's probably about 34 total that were in there. I mean, that was when I first got in there was probably 19. As we continued to have conversation regarding if people came and went, but when I left, because, you know, I support my friends. So if she's my friend, you're my friend, I'll spend time there, jump to the next one. And it's only because I just dislike a lot of people throwing out information that is it's more hearsay than anything else.
Right.
But for now, I am going to bid you farewell for the evening because I am actually really tired and these snow plows are aggravating me, and I'd rather sleep through the snow plows than to keep hearing them all night.
Well, that sounds cool.
But everybody, it was a pleasure. It was an honor talking with you, amongst you, being a part of all of you. And Joe, thank you so much for having me up on panel again. Thank you so much for doing these lives and giving everybody a place to have a voice.
No problem. I appreciate what you do, and thank you. And I'm going to figure out that intro. I'm going to figure out how to get that.
Don't forget, send me the information, like whatever it is that you would like to see pop up. With links, it's really hard because links will drown out all of the images. I like to put up a primary link that's shorter, like your YouTube link. I can shorten that to just youtube.com/@ and then you. But with other ones like Twitter, it's 3 sentences long, and it's ridiculous because if you go to other platforms, I think you can change yours in Twitter. I'm not sure because all of mine I changed to either allegedly 13 or allegedly _13, depending on if somebody already stole allegedly. So if you can, try to go into your settings and see if you could shorten it to like something that you utilize more often.
Wow. Yeah. And when I first started in Twitter, and I think this is what you're referring to, but when I first started in Twitter, you couldn't change your handle, but you could change your name. And I think now you can. So I think you can. Although, I mean, I want Joe Hart, and there's too many famous Joe Harts. There's a lot of them. So I won't get Joe Hart, but yeah, I'll check into that. So thank you. Good luck with the snow. I hope you don't get buried. Did you cut out? Anyway.
Sorry, I went to look at my notepad because I was trying to find my Twitter link, but I think I did change my Twitter to a shortened name.
Wow, cool.
Everybody in chat, good night. I hope you have a fun time, and everybody just keep getting along, keep sleuthing. There's really not much happening out there with this case right now, but you never know. Overnight, they could get a lead. So
anytime, yeah,
exactly. And don't forget, you guys, you can all message me if you need to. Like Joe messaged me today on Twitter. You can use Instagram, whatever. If you have an idea, a thought, something, even if it's something silly that you think is insignificant, throw it at me. Let me get a listen to it, because you never know. I might say, "Holy crap, you 100% just broke this case."
That'd be great. Yeah. Send them, get in touch with them and send them, whatever you're thinking. So that sounds good. All right.
Good night, sir.
Good night, allegedly. I appreciate everything you do. Thank you. All right. So Tiana Min Square. Hi, everyone. Amy. Oh, let me. Okay. So Tiana Min Square. Hello. Hey. Hi, everybody. Amy Bro. Welcome. Woof. Hey, Andy Watt and Tiana. And Wef, good night, allegedly. Nice to meet you. And Amy, chat is open to all. Uh-oh, golly, there's a lot of comments. I'm a little behind. Amy, oh, that didn't work. Let's try that. Amy, nice to meet you, Wolf. Yeah, it was cool meeting Wolfie tonight. Oh, I'm lagging. My cursor is messing up. But let me try 1.25. 1.25. Thanks, Amy. Wolf, nice to meet you as well, Amy Bro. And Amy, I made a horrible... Amy, you did not make a horrible mod. You're doing great. And I'm going to... I just wanted to have 6 destinations, and I jumped on it. I paid quickly, and I was online. I was on streaming like within 30 minutes. But I did see some writing about which like what I can do on all. So I think it told me that Twitch, you can't delete anyone. So anyway, you're that was me. I have to figure out what to do with Twitch, and it, as long as y'all didn't see it, it's okay with me. So yeah, you're a great mod. Wolfie, no, you're great, Amy. Oh wait, I'm not okay. Wolf, no, you're great, Amy. And Wolf, good night. And Wolf says good. And you're welcome to correct all your typos, but I can usually read typos. I usually just need context of what are you referring to? Stop, allegedly says to Amy, bro. Stop. You are one of the best mods ever. Amy, bro, stop. Did I do that justice, allegedly? I think I did. So, okay. This day, I certainly have, I've done a lot today. Amy, bro, I just love, and Greenheart, I just love and don't take no BS. When Amy puts 1.5 or 1.25, she is referring to playback speed. That's what I was guessing, but I didn't know if I'm not showing any video, so I was a little confused. I was like, yeah, I want to figure out how to do 1.5. That's what I guessed, but I guess I just realized that she said she's lagging, so she's trying to catch up. So, hi, Amy. We'll say hello, whatever. It's okay if you're lagging behind. So, okay. Hocus Pocus says, Santa Joe. Hey, Hocus. Joe Hart here. Do you know me? Do you know me from another stream, perchance? I always like people to mention various streams that they might know me from, because then I feel like, oh, I might almost know them. But and again, there's a big delay here. Okay, a little more information, Hocus, not just yes. What's the stream's name? Hey, Hocus Pocus, and Hocus says yes. Yeah, which one is it that you might know me from? Because I'm new and I'm learning things, and I'm, generally pessimistic and negative. Don't trust anyone. So anyway, okay. So even though there is a long delay on the things, bro, I'm back. Welcome, Hocus Pocus. I forgot you co-hosted with him. Okay, thanks, host. That's good enough. T-Rev. Okay, hey, Hocus, how you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. You co-hosted with him. Yeah, I've only co-hosted once, so that was a good guess. So thank you. I mean, I know it's not a guess, so yes, thank you. So even though there's probably up to a 60-second delay on comments, because I'm sending to 6 destinations, and when I tried to learn more about them after I streamed the first time, I'm sure you all heard that it tells me each of them. I mean, you just click on one and it says, Facebook might slow everything by 10 seconds. And it says that for all 6. So that means it could be slowed down by up to 60 seconds, which is a nightmare. But since it takes forever to say goodbye, I'm just saying I might miss. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I guess comments can keep coming in. So it's okay if it's lag. I'll still get them. So anyway, I've streamed a lot. I did 2 StreamYard / YouTubes today. I did a Twitter. I'm tired. I'm hungry. The halt, hungry, angry, lonely, tired. So I need to halt, which I don't usually remember and do. So I probably need to start taking care of myself. And but I really appreciate everybody here. Someday I'm going to find out how I can get a list of who's in the room at any point in time. Uh-oh, private chat. I didn't look. Can I join? Andy, please don't talk to me in private chat. How did he do that? But no, Amy, you don't have to boot him out. That was an impulsive reaction of mine. How did he talk in my private chat? Anyway, whatever. Oh, okay. He clicked the link. He got in my backstage, and then he can talk to me in private chat. Okay, I got it. Now I know. Okay. Joe Hart, Vermont, person with disabilities, primarily invisible disabilities. I'm an advocate. If I had to say I wear one cap, I do a lot of different things. I don't work, but I do a lot of things. But if I had to say I wear one cap, I would say I'm an advocate. That's the number one thing I do in my life. I advocate, mostly self-advocate. I'm pretty selfish, but I usually help. I always help. I usually help anybody that requires some help with invisible disabilities. It can be an IEP for a child if they need help with the education stuff. I kind of know a fair amount about the, getting on the SSDI, doing it with a lawyer, doing it without a lawyer, that kind of stuff. So I try to be an advocate for everybody. But again, it's mostly me. But anybody can ask me anything they want. So anyway, I think I'm going to just head out. I say goodbye for 45 minutes. So I don't want to do that. And I need to get away from that. I want to end the way I started, which is I'm trying to get more consistent. I'm not quite there, but thoughts and prayers for the 4 victims, families, friends, loved ones, the college, University of Idaho, the town, the city, Moscow. I see you on your next live. Yeah, thank you, Hocus. I'm sorry I'm toward the end here, but thanks for stopping by. And like I said, it takes me 45 minutes to say goodbye. It won't. I think I'll be done within 10 minutes or less. Hopefully a lot less. So yeah, Moscow, Idaho, the county, Latah, someone told me how to pronounce it. I'm assuming they're right. I thought it was Latah because I thought it was Indian, but it's Latah. And that's the county. And then the state of Idaho, and everybody, the law enforcement. I would like to have thoughts and prayers for all of them. So it took me a while to remember to put the law enforcement into the list. Here. That's cool, Amy. So, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for the mods. Thank you, Dave and Hot Mess and Amy and Allegedly. And if I don't make a list of them, I'll forget who they are. But I think it's those 4. So, Wolf, glad to have finally caught your live, Santa Joe. And thank you for doing this. And you're welcome. And you're welcome to call me Joe. But I know I have that connection with T-Rev, and I'm Santa Joe over there. And I probably have we have transitioned a bit. But, over there, I'm willing to be called Santa Joe. Anyway, you know what I mean. You can call me. I'll respond. So, thank you. Thank you. That's sign language. That's thank you. And then clapping. That's the only 2 sign languages I know. But I hope to, a lot of reasons I talk through things is because I want to be, and I'm far from it, but I want to be open, as accessible to as many people as possible. So if they can't hear or if they can't see, I like to cover them all. So anyway, I am going to hit end broadcast, and it's a 2-click series, but I'm going to leave. Have a good night. Thank you very much, Wolf. But I'm going to leave the comments open because I'm going to check those 6 things again. So Amy Bro, love you, Santa Joe. You'll always be the same to me. Yeah, y'all can call me whatever you want. That's fine. T-Rev, I owe him everything for all my good night. Good night, Focus. Okay, so I step through these things. So in 3, 2, 1, I'm going to hit end broadcast in 3, 2, 1. I hit the first one, and now in 3, 2, 1, I'm